You're 12 minutes late there, Mikey.
Doink.
Doink.
Well, it's Saturday night, so I wanted to be, like that other Saturday night chat that, I don't know, some Saturday night chat that usually happens on Saturday night that's usually late. So,
The chit chat.
Yeah, all the chicks are on it, Hey, everybody. It's Friday night. Right. It's Saturday night. It's, all discombobulated right now. Happy Saturday. Listen, you're not drunk.
Oh, wait,
You're not
I
high.
I pulled the rookie move.
Yeah, it's Saturday night.
Wow.
I know,
Pulled
it's
the rookie
weird.
move and forgot to mute.
Not me. I didn't do it.
No, me.
Oh, you. Ha.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah,
I was wondering why Mikey was talking so goddamn much.
Don't adjust your computer. You guys out there, it is a Saturday and it is a Quagmire on a Saturday. All right. How's everybody doing? Are we all sober from last night?
I know, right? What was everybody drinking for last night? Come on, really?
I know. You're supposed to be able to have fun without drinking.
Hallelujah.
All right. So welcome everybody, and thanks for coming in. So tonight, from my right, we got Mr. Bush Brother. We have the one and only Dish Outdoors. And of course, we have Mr. Ohio Wolverine. We have a couple other invites out. Hopefully they'll be in. But hey, Ohio.
Yeah.
How far back can you go? Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I can go all the way back, but I mean, I was just thinking. I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. She doesn't have to or anything, but the queen of the rundown is actually on the chat with us tonight.
Right. So you would like the queen of the rundown?
So I mean, does she want to do the rundown? I would love for her to do the rundown if she wants to.
Honored to do the rundown.
Have at it, sweetie. Have at it.
You guys rock. Very first person was Jamie Time Bacon, which is my best friend, MJP, better known as Michelle Just Playing. And then we got Mike DeLucia, the king of this chat right here. We got Bush Brother, Kelly Parks, Big Baby Zip, the Fat Man, and Stuff Greenwood SC. We've got, I'm scrolling, guys. Scrolling. Remember I used to say that all the time? Scrolling. STL Tony.
Winner.
STL Tony. We got Bird Dog, the beautiful Bird Dog 1227. Fly 57.
Bird Dog.
57. Driver of all. I'm on it 135 DSW Outdoors. And I don't know if I said it already, but the beautiful Kelly Parks.
Nice. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, guys.
Anytime. All right. Whoops. So what's going on? Anything good? What are we doing? I'm actually happy.
I was talking to Bush on the off air when you were getting your butt or whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
I went to the gun show today.
Nice.
Was kind of surprised. It was packed. There was probably 1,500 people there, easy.
Wow.
I mean, there was a huge crowd, and there was a wait to get in. I had to wait like probably 20 minutes just to get in the door. And the prices, they weren't, usually gun shows a little bit higher. People, you don't find the best deals, but there was some pretty good deals going on. I was surprised. I might go back tomorrow.
Cool.
That's awesome. Speaking of gun shows and stuff, is it just like where I am or in my area, or you guys walk in it's not, it doesn't have to be a gun show. You just walk into a gun shop to buy ammo or buy a gun, whatever. Are there a million people in there when you guys go in there?
Guns shows, yes.
No, not gun shows, just regular gun shops.
No.
Yeah.
Every gun shop I go in or drive by, or drive by, there's a million, and it's not like it's some, it's not like it's a show going on. It's not like it's they're not. It's just a million people in them.
Well, a lot of them have, training and stuff there, and and they have shooting lanes. So,
Oh,
a lot of that is going on at some of them, not all of them.
yeah. Now those that have a gun range and stuff on the inside are definitely more busy than the two or so that I go to that don't have a gun show. You walk in on a busy day, you might walk in and have 6 or 7 other people in there, but usually you can walk in and there's just a couple.
Well, I think a lot of it contributes to, though, is, some of the stuff that's been going on with the politics and the government and stuff, and who's running for president. Um, I think people are, I don't want to call it panic buying, but maybe prepare buying. There a lot more people are getting involved in firearms in the Second Amendment. There's people, I've noticed a lot of people today at the gun show weren't your typical gun show crowd. You see the guys with their NRA hats and their, Magpul sweatshirts and their tactical pants and stuff. Those guys are there every week. There's a lot of women there today. A lot of women looking for their first concealed carry gun, stuff like that. I think people are really getting into defending themselves and worrying about the Second Amendment and actually, maybe a little scared right now.
Oh yeah, but when I go to a gun show, like I said, I dress appropriate. Yeah, I put on one of my T-shirts that's got some saying on it or something,
Yeah.
Right.
that shows that I'm all behind the second or whatever. But the gun shows are just crazy.
Yeah, every time I go there, I see the same people over and over. But today was a different crowd. It was just a different crowd.
What?
Because I know when I go, I just went to get, just to go buy ammo, and stop in and see how much they wanted for, what I can get. I want to get a Ruger 17 HMR, and so I've been trying to price them out. And I know Savage has one cheaper than them. My problem with that is I'm afraid that Savage's isn't going to be the quality that the Ruger's going to be. So
the Savage, those bolt action Savages are pretty damn good guns, man. To be honest with you. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one Michelle. I'm trying to do my. Michelle made me something, and I'm trying to see if I can get it. But anyway, I go in, and it's packed, and you're right. It's packed with people that are regular people. And I went by one today, and a Massachusetts one, believe it or not. Because usually I go to buy all my shit in New Hampshire. I was like, wow, not a complaint, just I think it's kind of cool, I think it's important. I just think it's cool.
Right on.
Who did I miss? Never cook bacon naked. Okay, Big Baby Zip. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah, the grease splatters. I've been there. Not naked, but I mean, I cooked one time. We were camping. I got up. I didn't have my shirt on yet. Got a little grease splashage.
No comment.
Yeah, because you already said you had to put your clothes on just to come in here. Thank you very much, because
Right.
Public address announcement before he gets here. There's a Mr. Tolley has a 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on, or as we speak. For those who may not have known. So you want to go over to Mr. Tolley's channel? and find out all the parameters on that.
I just got through loading it in my watch later list.
Okay.
Yeah, he has like 3 entries so far in it.
Cool. I have to do it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Totally honest up front. I just found out about what? Let me see. It's 9:52. I found out about 9:41 when Bush Brother told me. So, but if you want to go over and check that out, and that's really cool. Congratulations to Mr. Tully on 1,000 subs. That's a huge milestone.
Cool.
Which is unreal.
What's he giving away? Like body souvenir or something like that?
What's that, huh?
What's he giving away? Body souvenir? Or...
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Midwest Fit and what do you call this other guy?
I believe it's Mora, a custom leather sheath, and a Kershaw.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, there was a guy that had a Mora booth at the gun show today. He was selling them for $16.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he has to make his money because, as you guys know, depending upon what more you buy, you can get them for. That's about the right price. $16 ain't bad. He isn't making too much.
No, that's what I thought. I thought he's not making too much. Most of them were just the regular, the one with the green and black handle and the green sheath. And then he had some like the orange ones and the red ones. A couple different colors.
The red one is the one I sent to Shane. I think the black is black, right? Is that like the one I had that you won in my giveaway?
Yeah, the more black, and then I also have the red and black one. It's a clipper.
The clipper, right?
Which one had the Ferrocerium rod?
The more bushcraft black.
Yeah, bushcraft.
Yeah, that's more than $16.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are. DSW says Dave Canterbury is doing $1,000 gear giveaway. Hey, Matt, what's happening? Stumpet, how are you? Midwest Misfit, how are you? $1,000 gear giveaway.
Hey, resistant charity.
That's cool.
He needs to cut his hair.
Yeah, you'll probably have a couple of thousand entries though.
Right.
If it's depending on if it's a video or not.
What's up, Dish? Dish, you alright?
He's looking nasty. Yes.
Do we lose her again?
No, she doesn't have her regular mic or something.
Oh, there she is. Dave Canterbury cut his hair?
Oh, no.
Good, y'all. No, he needs to cut his hair.
Oh,
no.
Okay. What the fuck?
Mikey.
What's up, brother?
Hey, send Matt and Midwest Misfit a link. See if they want to come in.
Oh, well, Harry, you're on your phone, aren't you?
No, I'm.
Because I saw you on the out, but I haven't seen you on the end when I made a comment about Akron.
Oh, I've been watching the outside. Let me look at the inside here.
Oh, it's not important. I just.
Oh, okay.
Why don't I? Oh, he's like, that's going to be like, what's his name? I'm going to have to do it the other way. Hang on. I got to figure out why I can't send these the proper way.
I can't hear you anyway.
I heard that, Dish.
Oh, finally.
You're just making fun of me.
No, I might have to. Michelle might have been. I wasn't, though.
You're going to have to send Matt's because I can't. He's on my thing, but I'll have to explain it later. So Ohio, send him one, please. Fawn, I'll be watching that game tomorrow, sweetheart. Rooting for Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Hey there.
I have.
Always rooting
Hey,
for Carolina.
Hey, Midwest, can you copy and paste the link and send it to Matt? I'm having troubles trying to find anything on this. I've got like serious bandwidth problems tonight.
I got it.
I don't know why I put names in. It doesn't come out. And I mean, Matt's on my. I'm subscribed to Matt.
I got it. I got it right now.
So, but
Cool,
I don't
thanks,
understand
brother.
why.
Let me ask you a question.
And I'm,
Yeah, new little thing over here on the little night. There's the showcase. What the heck is that new little tab about? Any ideas?
which tab is that now?
It's right underneath the screen share. Looks like a little yellow ticket type thing.
Screen share is where?
Third one from the top.
Third
And it
one.
says showcase.
Cameraman. Screen share. I don't know. I don't have it. I go from comments to chat to screen share to cameraman to toolbox.
Okay, different setup.
So I guess I'm not updated yet.
So I don't know what the topic of discussion was, but if y'all are just kind of chilling,
We're just chilling like villains.
yeah, me and Matt have a little announcement to make, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
We just started a new community on Google Plus,
Oh yeah, I was going to see if you guys wanted to plug that.
and basically the idea. Resist got the idea was with Facebook pretty much banning the sale of firearms on Facebook. We've created he created a private community for it's called Guns and Ammo. It's a buy, sell, and trade of firearms, and it'll be a place where you can do the things that aren't allowed on Facebook, essentially, away from the prying liberal eyes, essentially.
So it'll be a closed group.
Yep. You have to be part of the community to see the ads, but we've got it all set and ready to go. So y'all ought to shoot over there and sign up for it. And I'll give the proper name out. It's called Guns and Ammo Buy, Sell, Trade.
I'd like to do that, but I live in Massachusetts and I can't send anything through the mail in Massachusetts.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, but also check it out because people will post.
Of course I
If
will.
they like if you come across a good deal, and you want to post that good deal to let other people know that that you found. Hey, I found this ammo's on sale right now at Midway USA or something like that.
Right.
Helps people out also.
I can find a Ruger 17-inch MR that's not going to cost me $500.
We got sub forums for everything. So head over, check it out, and join up. And
Cool.
in just the past couple hours since we've just been tooting around on it, we've probably had 40 people join in the last couple hours. It feels like.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Hey, man.
What's happening, everybody?
What's going on, Matt?
Oh, just chilling.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're
Misfit and I were actually just talking about this. We're surprised that nobody does a Saturday chat.
well, it's like Michelle and Dish do Jamie time at 10 o'clock. So, and my schedule doesn't allow me to really do a Saturday one because my wife usually works every Saturday night, which she is tonight, and for me to be on a chat too early is kind of, so I can't do one. But so we swapped last night for the 2-year celebration we had last night for Jamie time. So, but it was a good time. It was a good time. Yeah, I missed a Saturday night early 7 o'clock chat that was on Saturday nights.
Well, Luke always did, didn't he? Banner?
Right.
Banner always did like 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock for the longest time. And it was a good time. It was a good time,
That's right. I was trying to remember who, because there used to be a chat on Saturday.
Luke did it at 7 o'clock every Saturday night.
Yeah.
Since I've been sub to him, he did it. Well, maybe not since I was a sub, but he did it for a long time. He did it for a long, long time. Which is good, you know. But at any rate, I'm happy because I just got cold weather here again. So I got my snow and now it's cold. It was 40 today and now it's back down to 20 again. So I'm happy.
See, it did just the opposite here. It's been so cold here lately. It was 22 degrees when I went to work a couple days ago. And it was 76 today.
Ooh,
So I was rocking and rolling. It was awesome.
the hike.
Well, okay. It's been so chilly here. You know, I go out training every Saturday. And it's been 2 months since I've done any sweating with my full plate carrier and everything on for like 5 hours. That's too cold.
I'm pretty sure the problem's with you, because it was 60 degrees here in Ohio last week at one point. So
And we actually got up to 63. We set a new high here.
Bush, what was your high today? Bush brother, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Just give me a
What was
minute.
what was your high today? About 5?
Let me check. I'll let you know.
Hey, Mr. Stomper. Well, was it cold when you were out with the kids?
Well, cold to me and cold to you is different, Mike.
Good point. Well, not really. Well, yeah, maybe so. Stomper, what's happening, kid?
Not much, brother. Just recovering from last night's drunk, that's all.
Right?
Hey, DSW Outdoors says it's $43, a good price for an Anderson AR-15 lower.
fair. It's fair price. It's probably cheapest I've ever
I
seen.
would say, yeah, wouldn't you, Miss Midwest?
Yeah, I mean, $39 is the cheapest I've ever seen them. So $43 is right there in that realm of good deal. So definitely.
Cool. So, listen, Stump, listen.
Yeah, brother.
I know you had a few to drink last night, but you really don't need to send me the $5,000 that you want to send me. I told Stump that not to worry about it.
Hey, brother, I got drunk, not totally fucked up. You're getting flagged up on $5,000.
So I just put 2 and 2 together. I did not realize who Stump was on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just now, because of how he signs in here, I just realized. I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, you'll actually find my face attached to about 32, 33 different names and stuff. There's only like 8 people on the planet know my actual name.
Well, you know, they make medicine for that. All the split personalities and all that.
Oh, no, it's not multiple personality. It's just
Tax
Okay,
bro.
Mikey.
What do you got,
10
brother?
degrees with the wind.
10 degrees for a high. That's awesome.
With the wind.
With the wind chill. That's awesome. That's what I need. So I can go fishing. You know?
Yep.
Matt, don't feel bad because I had working class woodsman in here one night, and was a working class woodsman calling you Robert all night long, or was it 6? And I'm like, who the fuck is he calling Robert? Well, nobody calls Stump fucking Robert. And I'm like, so finally I go in the fucking internal and I went, all right, who the fuck's Robert, you know? And they're like, Mike, really? I'm like, oh, all right. I'm just a guy that invites everybody. I don't know. I just invite them by the name that's on my friends list. You know? But, yeah, so, you know, before you guys get in, we were talking about, just talking about shit. But I had asked everybody.
Like the shape, size, and smell of shit, or just...
Right. And if it's loose or liquid or editing, you know, but
Does it splash like when you? I mean, like all that?
right.
Okay.
But so I was asking them if they went by gun shops and shops, not shows, just regular gun shops by their home or wherever, or if they're out and about, and because the ones I go to in New Hampshire, just if I want to go and buy ammo, whatever. And I've been checking. Like I said to these guys, I've been checking prices on a HR 17. The place is packed. Tons of people. There's people in there buying guns and ammo, and there are those people, the ones that have rifle ranges. There are those people obviously doing the indoor rifle range, but I'm just noticing a lot more every time I go. It seems as if every time I go buy one, there's a ton of people in there, and I think it's great. Personally, I'm not. It's not a complaint. I was just wondering across the country how, like drivers in Texas, and I was just wondering if it was a countrywide thing, or was it just,
I'm not one to really comment personally, just because due to my work schedule, I'm never in a place like that during their peak business hours. I'm usually in there like right before they close or right when they open. So, but I mean, there always seems to be a healthy amount of business. I'd say just from my experience, I say business has been up but steady. I haven't noticed a big surge yet, although I do feel that we will see not a huge like panic surge, but you will see an uptick in gun sales even more so.
That's awesome.
Our back page has doubled in size, and our gun shops are almost always busy anyway. I can't say that I've seen an influx, but our gun shops are just as busy as they've always been. But I do know that our back page, which is one of the largest gun back pages in the country, our back page is just packed.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I was telling him earlier when I went to the gun show today, and I did a video, like a 10-second video, just making fun of the libtards that were standing out front protesting. I wasn't there very long. I was only there maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Then I should have shot a video when I left, because they were gone too. It's like, how do you must not really care about your cause that much that you only show up for a half hour to protest. I mean, you got 20 protesters, and the line to pull into the parking lot at the fairgrounds to go to the gun show was about a half a mile long. It took me 20 minutes to get in the door. Had to wait in line 20 minutes to get in the gun show today. It was crazy. And there was 20 protesters compared to like the 1,500 people that were there.
20,
so I think they got a little discouraged and left.
Like 20 anti-gun protesters?
Yeah. I did it. Hey, Matt, I did like a 10-second video. When I turned the corner, and I just pulled my phone out real quick, and I filmed them, and I'm just like, libtards, libtards, libtards. And there's like 20 of them standing on the corner protesting.
Hey, don't be negative. But hey, Bush, thanks a million, brother, and I'll see you around the block.
Later, Bush.
Yeah, good night, Bush. Later.
Yeah, be good, man.
Night, all.
All right, man.
Later.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Like, you go to like a pro-gun rally, an open carry rally, right? And you see hordes of people out there with flags, T-shirts, and their rifles and all that. Snow, sleet, rain, or shine. I mean, I remember standing in Columbus, Ohio. It was like 20 degrees out.
It was fucking freezing out.
Oh God, I was there. Well, the issue with Broad and High, which is where that thing at, is the wind that cuts down that intersection.
Oh yeah, it's a huge wind tunnel. What was that? Was that in March?
No, that was January. That was January.
Was it January? Because there was two like right in a row.
There was two. There was one in January, and then there was one in, no, it might have been February, then one in March is how it might have gone.
But either way, whatever it was just, I mean, it was brutally cold. Nobody was happy. I got interviewed by the radio station, and I got, like, my rifles hanging in front of me. I got my hands pulled in my sleeves, and I've got, like, my hood up, talking to them, teeth chattering, and they're trying to ask me serious questions. And but you don't see that out of the other side. If the other side gets like any pushback, you see them disperse quickly. Bad weather, outnumbered, whatever.
Yeah.
They just get the hell out of there. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, what is the purpose of protesting a gun show, to be honest with you? I mean, the only people that's going to see your fucking protest are the people that are going to the fucking gun show.
Yeah.
It's the gun show loophole.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, what's your high going to be tomorrow? Any idea? Look it up.
Like 82.
Oh, fuck you. 82? You're
Yeah,
complaining?
like that.
The only thing I've noticed about the gun shows that I haven't been to one in quite some time, but I used to go usually once every couple of months anyway. And once in a while I'd go on the second day, and it used to be when you got stamped, the first day, that allowed you through the following day too.
Yeah, same thing here.
Well, I just went to one last week, and went in Saturday, got the stamp, and the guy that went with me, he just wanted to go in there and go through it real quick and get what he wanted and get out of there. And so I was in and out of there with him in probably under 2 hours. And so Sunday I went back over there and walked in and, showed him my stamp that I was walking through. And he said, oh, hold it, you can't go on in there. I said, well, there's my stamp. And he said, that's yesterday's stamp. I said, well, I've always been able to get a stamp and, go through both days. And he said, nah, not for a while.
No kidding.
It's gotten so busy that they want all that extra, where it used to be, like I said, you could go and actually walk up and down the aisles and very seldom even hit somebody's elbow or shoulder.
Yeah.
And now they're so jam-packed that, you feel sorry for anybody that's in a wheelchair. Or I did notice some people pushing strollers that didn't have babies in it. They had their equipment and everything else that they were buying, but causing traffic jams in the aisles. I mean, this place was packed.
The big thing about gun shows, at least around here, is how they've deviated in the type of seller that you tend to see. Whereas it used to be, you'd see guys that would have like 10 or 15 guns, private dudes that are trying to get rid of a collection. They'd buy their tables, and you have guys selling parts, kits, and accessories like that. Now the gun shows around here are pretty much just the big name FFLs coming and setting up booths and just selling the gun shows.
And they don't want to wheel and deal like they used to either.
Exactly.
You're lucky if you can get them to drop $5 anymore.
And haggling is going the way of the dodo. Exactly.
And I used to be able to go in, and I never would pay full what they were even asking. And if it even came close to it, I'd say, well, you take care of the tax part of it out of yours then. And that was always at least the minimum, would you take care of the taxes then. And I had some of them this time and said, no, that's it. And I said, well, you take care of the taxes? No, that's the price, plus taxes. I said, you won't even drop that $5? He said, no, don't have to. Okay.
Yeah. See you later, bye.
It's about half and half here, but there is still some haggling here.
Well, don't get me right. You can still find the old timer tables and still, go toe to toe with them.
Well, I still got $10 off on the cheap ass thing that I did buy
for your senior citizen account or your discount, or
you show them your golden Buckeye card. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tell
Peacock.
you what I don't like at the gun shows, and I noticed that today, is the people that get the booths that have nothing to do with guns or equipment or anything. Like the guy selling the heating packs or what the instant packs or whatever, or some type of bracelets or something. It's like, come on, man, it's a damn gun show.
Well, see, our gun shows here are called the Tucson Prepper Fest, which they are like 80% gun show, but you have a couple tables of water storage systems. You have a couple tables of like ammo cans. You have a couple tables of prepper supplies, dried foods, and things like that. MREs. There is that stuff out there. Paracord salesmen. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's like 20% prepper preparedness stuff, and the other 80% is still gun and knife show.
Yeah, but it has something to do with the topic of the sale. You know what I mean? It's like me getting a booth at a gun show and selling Matchbox trucks.
I'll tell you what, ever since about 2012, when gun shows got crazy with the prices, my favorite part of going to the gun show is usually there's a local church will have the ladies go in there and set up a fundraiser by selling shredded chicken sandwiches. And
yeah. Well, that's a must there. You got to get like the sausage sandwich or the shredded chicken sandwich or something.
That's about my favorite.
See, I know this is Mike's chat, but I have a rule, damn it. You are not allowed to talk about shredded chicken while I live in Arizona.
Shredded chicken. Why is it supposed
here
to be good?
don't know how to make it. They've never heard of it, and it's quite depressing.
We're going to make some shredded chicken and box it up and overnight it to Matt.
Right. They try and give it to you with a tortilla and like some salsa on top of it in Arizona.
Yeah, the closest thing we get to shredded chicken here is chunks of chicken in a tortilla. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the gun shows here, believe it or not, are a really good size. But the other one that's pretty good size too is the outdoor shows. You know, like whether it be hunting, fishing, camping, whatever. They all usually they all rope those all in one. And I'll tell you, there's booths for everybody. You know, they have the knife guys, they got the leather guys, they got it all. And you talk about not walking, holy shit! You know, you gotta walk in there like this just to get by people.
What?
And they have them at big venues too, big area venues. Not like they have them in somebody's basement. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean because honestly, in Ohio, I think the biggest gun show in Ohio isn't a gun show; it's the Coon Dog Trials.
I love the Coon Dog Trials. We sold like $1,500 worth of guns there last year.
You know what I mean, though, and it's not a gun show, but it's a fucking hell of a gun show.
It's a redneck hillbilly fest is what it is. Great. You have like the golf cart parade, and then you get drunk and bet on the coon dogs racing in the water.
I bought a dog there once.
Great time.
I bought a dog there once. Yep. I bought a couple guns there, bought some knives there, but I bought a dog there once.
I bought an SKS.
For $1.
For $1.
Yep. I bought the dog for $1 and the cage for $30.
Right.
I bought an SKS for $275, and then sold it 20 minutes later for $400.
Do they even still have it anymore? Because they were going to talk. They were talking about shutting it down because like one person every year got killed there or something.
It's not in Tiffin anymore. It's actually at like the fairgrounds in Findlay or something like that.
No.
Yeah, it's at the fairgrounds.
Well, it used to be the Coon Dog Trials used to be in Kenton.
Kenton, yeah, it used to be in Kenton. Yeah. And
now they have them in Findlay.
I think that's where it was. I was just there last Labor Day. Went there and camped out for 3 days. Sold all kinds of shit.
Wow.
I'm thinking it's Findlay.
It used to be, guys, if this was a 1 mile squared swap meet. A mile by mile swap meet. And everything. It didn't matter what you were looking for, and I mean anything.
It's like first Monday down here in Canton, Texas. It's well, you've got to. I'd almost say it's almost double that because you've got to travel on both sides of the highway now. When back in the 80s and stuff, it was the largest in the world at the time, or largest in the United States, and it has grown something fierce too. But anything and everything. Now one section is nothing but animals on one side, and then, but if you're looking for it, some guys would come out there and have their pickup truck just full of, in my opinion, junk. They'd push it all off into a big pile and sell what they could over the 3 days. And when they'd leave what little of the pile is left and leave, because people will buy anything out there.
It's called Max's Coon Dog Trial now, water dog races.
Oh, really?
And it's Allen County Fairgrounds in Lima. That's where it was, Lima.
Oh, okay. Lima usually has a pretty good gun show.
So yeah, we went out there. I stayed 3 days, camping out in a tent. We sold me and my stepdad. We sold about $1,500 worth of guns.
Yeah, you can find anything there: guns, knives, dogs, crabs, STDs. I mean everything.
Isn't Lima where all the big truck stops are out there?
Yeah, there's a couple big truck stops in Lima.
Big TA and all is out there. Yeah. I'll say you rang a bell when you said Lima.
In fact, the one truck stop in Lima, I'm trying to remember which one it is. There was a big raid there 2 years ago because it was one of the country's largest stops for human trafficking. like trucks pulling in there with literally containers full of women of all ages that have been, abducted throughout the country and probably bought in other countries.
Yep.
And getting shipped throughout the country. But that was one of the biggest stops where they basically split the merchandise.
Why was I not made aware of these truckfuls full of women? Damn it.
Yeah, no kidding. How come I didn't know about this? How much does a truckload go for?
Keep in mind, they probably hadn't showered in about a week or two. So
I had a girlfriend who worked in some sort of a mental health. No, I'm sorry. She was a social worker, basically. So she was a liberal. I admit it.
Good for her.
But
come on with liberal.
She was a social worker, and she actually worked with the FBI, kind of hands off, but worked with the FBI on talking to women who've been rescued as human trafficking victims, and they would in turn they also shared some information with her. And like she told me, because I used to stop at the one truck stop all the time because she lived in Lima, and I'd stop at that truck stop to get smokes and something to drink, something to eat, whatever. And she was like, absolutely do not go in this part of the parking lot. If you even drive in that part of the parking lot, they're taking your license plate number. They're going to start looking after you and seeing who you are, because the only people that drive back there are people buying and selling.
It almost sounds like West Memphis too. And they do it over the CB without any worries. I mean, it's for sale. I got it all there. You can hear them miles away before you get there. White, green, brown, it doesn't matter what you want.
That's why every time I've ever gotten pulled over in my truck, and I don't have a trailer, first thing the friggin' DOT says to me is, "You don't have a trailer full of people or real illegals in your truck, do you?" I goes, "Yeah, because nothing says being illegal like being stuck in Salem, New Hampshire. I mean, really. I mean, come on." I'm illegal. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Salem, New Hampshire. I mean, really. If I'm going to come in here illegally, I'm going to go somewhere where it's, worth my while.
That reminds me, I had to call Border Patrol on Monday.
What's that?
We're having a big thing out in the desert, and we always call the local Border Patrol area to see when and if we are in position to detain whoever we may need to detain, to which Border Patrol office that we have to call for them to come pick them up.
Oh, yeah. Your Border Patrol office, right? Do your vehicles register as Border Patrol, or do they say Homeland Security on them?
All the Border Patrol vehicles here say Border Patrol.
Okay.
I don't know what they're registered as. I mean,
because ours are all, not Massachusetts. Obviously not Massachusetts. The ones I've seen in New Hampshire and Maine all read Homeland Security on them.
Well, I believe it's all under the. I think Department of Homeland Security is an umbrella that for Border Patrol.
Yeah.
I believe. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Immigration and Custom Enforcement falls under Department of Homeland Security.
Well, isn't ICE and Border Patrol actually two separate entities?
Yeah, but they work together.
They do.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like down where you're at, Matt, you're getting Border Patrol. Up here, especially when we go to Michigan, right there at the bridge to Canada, that's all Immigration Custom Enforcement patrolled. But it does say Border Patrol on their vehicles, but it also says Immigration Custom Enforcement.
Are they white and green vehicles?
No, they're just white.
Oh, okay. Ours are white and green.
Ours are either white and green or white and blue, one or the other. Up in Maine.
It's white and blue are the ones up here. And it's got the Department of Homeland Security seal on them.
Yep. See, now they used to also help out the. Actually, they still do. I shouldn't say they used to. They help out the wardens. Because when I first started hunting up in northern Maine, we went stopped, and they asked us for just our hunting stuff. They don't ask us for anything else but our hunting stuff. Do you have a hunting license? Yep.
The Border Patrol here has. It's funny to watch them drive because we've been out down near the border a couple times just doing vehicle recon, but. Border Patrol has two speeds: standing at their guard post or foot through the floor. They have no other speeds. You don't ever see Border Patrol just tooling around. They are always balls out. I mean, leaving the trail of dirt behind them on roads where it's like, how do you even control that thing on this dirt road? Yeah, they'll stop. They'll talk to you. Be like, yeah, we just lost some cartel members. They're over here, wherever. If you go around that way.
Have you had any run-ins yet up in the desert? Or are you allowed to talk about such things?
Once. Was shot at once.
Do you think it was from across the border?
No, it was a cartel spotter. Got to get too close to one of their stashes, they'll shoot at you. They won't shoot you, but they'll shoot at you to scare you away.
Well, that's quite polite of them.
Oh, they know the fire and brimstone that's coming at them if they actually shoot an American citizen on American soil, whether it's from across the border or not. Yeah. No, there's a group that we train with that found an ISIS flag just across the border.
Huh.
Just on this side of the Arizona border from New Mexico.
Yeah, it's not a real big deal that you can buy them on Amazon, can't you?
You can, but I mean, it's one of those things, man, where it's like you hear the
You can't buy a
story.
Confederate flag, but you can buy but you can buy an ISIS flag.
You can buy a Confederate flag.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought.
You don't know about that?
I think he's talking to somebody else.
Oh.
I remember I tried to find a Confederate flag when all that stuff was going on Amazon, and you could not find them.
Well, you know why you couldn't find them? It's because everyone bought them. They sold out.
They're sold out.
Sorry about that. I thought I hit my microphone off.
You can now. I actually looked it up the other day because I think about those things every once in a while and go check it out. Yeah, you can find all kinds of Confederate flag stuff. I don't know if it's any more or less than what it used to be, but you can still find it. These all came off of Amazon.
Here's a vintage Betsy Ross flag. That's pretty cool.
What's the average price on those? Those are what? Those are bigger than 3x5, aren't they?
No, these are 3x5. I think they're $5 or $8 a piece.
I got a place that's not even 2 miles from my house that makes flags. So, and they do flag / sign business. And so,
What?
I've been looking into getting a couple of flags, and the guy's like, Mike, I can give you this price, da-da-da. And some guy walked in behind me and was pissed off that he got sold the flag for way too much money. And I'm like, shh, don't say nothing just yet.
You know what? I'm not finding any Confederate flags on Amazon, but I did find where'd it go here?
You get
A state of Georgia old style flag, and it's a Confederate flag.
you can
So if we change the name to the old style state flag of Georgia, you can get a 3x5 one for $7.95.
there you go. Indoor.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, polyester.
I'm finding right here Amazon $15.39. Oh, that's a book.
Right.
There's 3x5 for $7.95. Oh, the Georgia. Yeah, that's that Georgia one you were talking about.
What's the most durable?
We lost you, Travis. Say it again, bud.
Material.
Trav, if you can hear me, you're a robot like a sumbitch.
He must be getting that Kentucky internet.
Here you go, Ohio.
It's the South.
This is yours right here.
Nice.
That's all you, Ohio Wolverine.
No,
Ohio what you got here.
Ohio Wolverine wishes he looked like that.
Yeah. That's. I know that's your next purchase.
Damn. I might just have to think about going on vacation. I can pull that off.
The only problem with that is, Matt, he'd never be able to raise that flag.
You know what? The reason I could get away with wearing that.
No, you can't, because you won't be able to see it.
Yeah, I could.
No, you won't.
No one will be able to see it because my belly pops over it.
Exactly. In the mirror, you'll be able to see it. Come on, man. You're like me. There ain't no way you're seeing that bullshit.
That's just mean.
Men's USA American flag foam swimsuit. Yeah, I'm all over that. I might order 2. Wear one as an eye patch.
Wait, one is an eye patch. Are you plugged in? So
There's
what's
a
what?
Russian USSR Russian flag. That's what I need.
Mike and Wolverine
Communism.
just figure if they can get 16 to 18 inches of body flesh in front of their vital organs, that'll be able to stop most small arms cartridges before it gets to anything important.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's like ballistics gel. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much Jello.
Springfield M6 Scout for sale.
We officially got our second gun for sale.
Yeah. I know nothing about these guns.
Little breakdown survival level. /
I
shot.
know that he said something about he was offered $525 for it, and he thought that was a ridiculous price. So they must be more expensive.
It might be a collector's item to built by Springfield.
Gotta be.
I don't know much about them.
Yeah, some of those, the originals, they're actually done by Springfield in fairly rough shape. I've seen them lately, $1,300.
Wow.
Okay. Two for my blood.
Well, this is not in rough shape. This one looks brand new.
Out of where?
Here in our new community, in our brand new guns and ammo buy sell trade community.
There you go. How's that for a lead in? Is that what they call it? Segue.
I mean, I'll screen share this, Stump. You tell me. There you go.
Hey, Central Oregon Survival, how you been, bro? You need to be able to get a headset one of these days so you can come on this chat too. You know that?
I don't know anything about these guns, but it looks like the trigger is here.
Yeah, it's like a squeeze paddle. The idea behind that back when those came out was these things were originally for pilots. They were a survival rifle / shotgun in the event they went down. Gave them a way to gather meat, whatever. But the thought there was, if their hand was broke or whatever, they could still manipulate a paddle instead of just trigger.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm looking at that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a recent production because Springfield started remaking them a few years back. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but a lot of other companies have made them since then.
He doesn't give a year. It just says a Springfield M6 Scout for sale or trade. Really clean. It's a CZ model. Does that make sense to you?
Yes and no. To me,
Okay.
$800 range.
I got one here for $650. Springfield Armory CZ M6 Scout 22 long rifle 410 with bag for $650.
So
Now, if you go 22 Hornet, you're looking at $1,200. Depends on what caliber. Your price is depending on the caliber.
this is 22 long rifle 410. He said 525 was a joke.
Well,
So is he just thinking his shit's made of gold?
well, I mean, $650 is what this asking price on a lot of these is. $600. Yeah, someone probably lowballed him about $75, but he probably thinks it's worth $9. But I'm looking at $600, $650, $699. Here's $550. So, I mean, it's not a ridiculous offer. It's kind of a low ball, but I just wouldn't see myself paying that much for that kind of type of gun.
No.
To be honest with you, it wouldn't fit my needs.
Central Oregon Survival says that they are expensive. So.
The screen is stuck on me on the chat, by the way.
Yeah, you know why? Because I wanted to see it. I'll undo it. I wanted to see because when you were screen sharing it, it was down the bottom, it wasn't up top, So I wanted to see it.
Yeah, so they're ranging from 600 to 700. There's about 20 of them on here that I'm looking at.
Now, how is that the the current reproductions, or is that actually the originals? The originals, they come way down.
Is that what?
Is that the current, reproductions, as you would call them, or is that the originals from, back in the mid 40s?
Oh, these are the reproductions. These are new.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I do know an FFL. No, last night when I won that, what do you call it? Full with that ammo from Bird Dog.
Yeah.
I have an FFL in New Hampshire that I could have her forward it to him, and then I'll go get it from him. That way, she can't get in trouble.
Just take that shit out of the box. Get a long piece of duct tape. Put it all in duct tape so it don't rattle. Stick it inside of a teddy bear. Mail that fucker in a box like it's a teddy bear to your daughter.
Dude, it's like freaking. You know what it's like trying to get shit in this state? It's like going to Russia or something. For Christ's sake. You know.
The U.S. Postal Service doesn't check all your packages. Put it in some duct tape inside of a teddy bear and stick it in a shoebox and mail that shit right to your house.
Central also said that he's been looking for one, but I was out of his price point, so he builds his own out of a single shot 12 gauge with an insert. Nice.
Yeah, if I was going to buy a 22 over under with a 12 or like a 22 410, I would just go buy like a Rossi for $120. You know, can't be that much heavier. It's going to have a plastic stock on it. You know.
And Rossi makes a good gun. They really do.
Yeah, it's a damn Taurus. You know, Rossi and Taurus are the same.
Don't say damn Taurus like it's a problem though.
No, I've got two Taurus. I carry a Taurus every day, Matt. It's just I get what kills
He just doesn't
me.
carry a Glock.
I will say that Taurus has some gems in their line. Taurus truly does have some gems in their line, but they are also guilty of producing some absolute garbage in the past.
Yeah, but the thing is, I got a Model 65 Taurus 357 revolver.
One of the gems.
That was made in 1991, and from like 84 to like 96, they were acquired by the same company that acquired Smith & Wesson, and they were all made in the same damn factory in Brazil.
Is that like the 4.5-inch revolver or something?
That's
Yeah, let
one
me grab it.
The 65 is one of the gems.
I think it's the one I had. I think it's the same one I used to have. So I still got the Taurus PT99. That's a great gun.
I say their 99s are one of the good ones. Their 65s are one of the good ones. Their 85s are one of the good ones.
Their 1911s are good.
Their 1911s are decent. Even their Generation 2 of the Millennium series is okay. The Generation 1 is garbage. But yeah, I mean, but some of their earlier semi-auto pistols, some of the earlier striker fire attempts are hot garbagey. Well, not striker fire, but I think they do infernal hammer fire.
See what happens, Mike? You bring Misfit and I on the chat, it turns into a gun chat.
I didn't bring you and Misfit on the chat. Oh! No,
There you go, Matt.
there you go.
Yeah, it looks, except for mine had a black grips on it, but I think that's probably about the same one I used to have.
Hey, Stump, show him a real gun, please.
Which one?
Where's the SIG? Show him there you go. Thank you.
There's a guy that I trained with, he's got the SIG, or no, I'm sorry, the Ruger, what is it, the P280? Does that sound right?
The Ruger's the P95?
No.
Ruger, Jesus Christ, I'm just going to start naming off Ruger pistols. Are we going to play this game? What is it, a newer one or an older one?
It's an older one. It used to be a cop gun.
Okay, so you have the Ruger P95, the Ruger
P95.
P94, the Ruger P85, the Ruger P89.
P85.
Yeah, P85.
And he had a P85. Remember what I was telling you last week, Misfit?
Yeah.
We were doing some drills. We were laying on our back behind the axle of a truck, shooting from behind the tire at targets, and his pistol fell out of his holster, out of his leg holster, just fell out and laid on the ground. He got up, and it wouldn't work anymore.
What?
No.
I shit you not.
Damn.
It fell out of his leg holster. He was laying on the ground, so it's only like that far of a drop.
Right.
Yeah. It laid on its side. He picked it up, and he couldn't rack it. He couldn't function it. Nothing. I was like, you kidding me? Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Ooh. Thank you, Mary Poppins. Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me, dude? You need to get a gun. If you can't even lay yours on now, granted, it's the desert floor. It's not like it's grass, but yeah, I was like, you need to. If you can't even basically set your pistol on the ground, pick it up and use it. Not like rubbing it into the dirt or nothing like that and burying it and running over with the truck. Just setting it there, and it doesn't function. You need a new gun."
What do you guys think about that new Ruger American pistol?
No.
I like the direction they're heading. I like the direction they're heading with a striker-fired gun with no safety, no magazine disconnect safety, and no bullshit loaded chamber indicator. I like that direction. Everything else
I
about
like it better than the SR.
actually, I think I'd still rather have an SR. 'Cause that new Ruger American is fucking butt-ass ugly. Holy shit.
Really? I think it's got that HK look to it. It almost looks like a mix between the HK and a Walther.
So
Well, I think Walthers are ugly, so that's one downside.
That's what I want. I want a Walther PPQ.
And I refuse to give any money to HK, so anything that looks like an HK I don't like.
HK can stuck a dick.
Matt, just go and fess up. If it doesn't have that damn G word on the side of it, you don't give a shit.
Oh no, I got my little Sky pistol here.
Oh, you got Sky still, or do you get another one?
No, this is the same one I've had. I need to send it back because it's got an extractor issue. But I got the little Sky here. It's the second one I had. I got my little Taurus, or not little, but that PT99. I just happen to carry it a lot.
I loved that Sky that I had.
I've had lots of guns. I wish I had all the guns I used to have. One of my favorites that I used to have was the Browning Buckmark 22. Yeah, that was one of my favorite pistols I ever had.
What have been?
I'm about to pick up one of those Smith & Wesson Shields in 9mm without the thumb safety. Part of me doesn't want to go single stack, but I found the Mag Guts things where you can get those Shield magazines up to 8 and 9 rounds respectively, so you're pretty much damn near at Glock 26 capacity out of a single stack gun. Easy as shit to conceal.
Now, I still have my terrorist-supported Canic TP9. I love that gun.
Yeah, TP9's just too big for me to carry, so...
Yeah, it's not a carry gun.
Like,
you know.
If I could get away carrying my CZ every day, I would have no fucking qualms doing that. But I just can't do that without it printing like crazy. It would look ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels out there now on the Canic TP9 supports terrorism bandwagon. I guess Yankee Marshall did a fucking video on it. I'm like I give a fuck what he says, you know.
Well, when that moron doesn't like something, he probably ought to just go the opposite route and support it.
Yeah.
Somebody out in the chat room, who was it? I'm on it. 135 says, any problems with a Smith & Wesson 40 cal? I got a love-hate relationship with Smith & Wesson, but I guess I don't really know which 40 cal you're talking about. The caliber of 40 cal I don't like, but I guess it depends on which Smith you're talking about.
Literally, the past 3 generations of Smith autos, I have 0 issues with. Would they be my first choice of guns? Probably not. Honestly, the Shield's not my first choice, but I get such a screaming deal on it, I can't say no to it. But they all work. I mean,
I had. You remember the 9mm, like the model 5906?
5906.
Like all the cops carried those in the 90s.
I ran at the shoot in Missouri. I ran probably 700-800 rounds of the world's dirtiest lead cast reloads of 40 through a 4006 with 0 cleaning. And it,
yeah, I had the 4034, I think it was 4034 tactical. It was basically the same pistol with a rail on it.
They're heavy, but they shoot.
Yeah, heavy as hell.
They shoot great, and then I mean the Sigmas, they don't have the best triggers on them, but they work. And then the MMPs, once again, it's not my favorite design, but the damn things work. You can't really argue with them.
Yeah, the MMPs are like one of the few Smith products that I like. That's why I say there's like a love-hate relationship there. There's so much of their stuff I love to hate, but there's a couple things I don't mind.
Sorry about that, guys. Mama Bear's going to work.
We talked about you the whole time. It's okay.
I hope so. It's because it's all about me. You know.
It was right until you left.
Yeah, look, driver keeps having some problems.
Driver, the poor bastard, he's dropping in and out, and I feel bad. Hunts for, I don't know, I wasn't in the conversation, I don't know if you guys saw the external. Hunts for Food 67 wrote, Canic TP9V2. James Yeager approved. Canic.
Yeah, well, I was talking about my Canic.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you...
I mean, for a $300 gun, it's probably the best deal I've ever had. I mean, I abuse it just like... I wouldn't say I abused it like Matt abuses his Glock. I haven't ran it over with a truck or anything like that, but I don't live in the desert. But, you know, I hardly ever clean it. I get it dirty. It gets mud on it. It gets slung around like crazy, and it works.
I've only ran my gun over twice.
No, I ran my phone over, but that was by accident, and it still works. So I was pretty impressed by that. I got the Samsung Galaxy S5 Active or something, like military phone or something. I don't know what. You know,
so that means
it looked pretty cool and tactical, so I paid the extra money for it. You know.
So that means there's less plastic on your phone than there is on a Glock, or
about the same.
Or I just thought I'd ask. I know Brandon's not out in the chat room tonight, but
I've never really abused my Taurus to know exactly. I mean, I can tell you that I've never had a problem with it, but I always keep it clean.
You have what Taurus do you have? You have the 99, so it's like that's like the 92 button 40 cal, right?
No, it is the 92, but with an adjustable rear sight.
Matt, out in the external, Hunts for Food 67 says, hey, Matt, next 8K I'm buying very soon is Arsenal Sam 7.
Cool.
I'm not a AK, but you are, so I was wondering.
It's top of the line.
Yeah, that's go big or stay home right there. I mean,
it's literally I've decided to spend as much money as I possibly can on an AK, but I tell you what, that thing will hold its value and run forever. That's the one thing I will say. I don't think I could ever bring myself to pay like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 like the Sams are. But damn, I'm a little envious when I see someone who does.
I mean, I would say that's neck and neck with like a Polytech as far as people that want one. Yeah. So yeah. You know, that's go big or stay home right there. That's a good buy.
$1,250, he says. I'm assuming that's the price.
No, that's not a bad price. It's a fair price for 7.
I'm gonna go grab that pistol for you, Ohio.
He's
Did
up
he
in
get the
the.
fixed stock, or did he get the side folder?
I'm waiting for him to answer your question because he's out and he can hear all that. So he's up in the Northeast here with me too. So I don't know if that's a regional, demo graphic. Type price, you know what I'm saying? Side folding, he says.
So
Nice.
yeah, so it's my nightstand gun is what my Taurus is.
Well, now he's saying sorry, fixed. Whatever, fixed. I tell you guys the gun I want, but then Matt will make fun of me after I just made fun of Glock.
Oh no, please do. Please do.
There you go.
I want that Beretta Storm, and like real bad. And
I like the Beretta, the PX4
the
Storm.
PX4 Storm, and I really, really bad. I don't know what it is. I've shot it up at the up in Manchester, New Hampshire. They have a public range. You can go in and it's public and you can be a member also. But you can go in and pick any freaking gun on the wall you want to shoot.
I didn't know they sold those to men.
And I deserve that. And every time, each time I went, I've always shot that gun, and I don't know what it is. It's a little large. Obviously, you guys know it's a little large to be a carry gun, but
No, the first time you said Beretta, and the only reason I made fun of you, and I have no business.
it's because I make fun of you with Glocks.
And I have no business saying this because this is essentially the copy of the Beretta M9. And the second you said you wanted a Beretta, I called you Mel Gibson.
Yes, you did, sir.
From Lethal Weapon, because I was thinking you were like the M9. But yeah, this is essentially a direct copy, except for the frame-mounted safety instead of the slide-mounted safety.
Like it should be.
The slide-mounted safety is so much better.
Easier.
Really?
Where it's supposed to be.
Now.
Yeah, it's easier to actuate the slide-mounted safety, and when you rack it,
the
Beretta, you have a tendency to flip the safety on when you do that.
Really?
Yes.
Let's keep that in mind.
Not the one you're talking about, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, it is a slide mounted safety on the Beretta as well, the new one. But they have a new G model now that it's not a safety, it's just a decouple. So that would be good to go.
But that's my problem with that slide mounted safety, is the way the safety curls around when you crab claw it and rack it back. It's very easy to accidentally put that safety on, and then you go and extend out, and you're like, click, fuck, I'm dead. And one of the things Beretta did in their contest to keep the military contract, to keep their military contract, is they took that safety and put an extra tweak to it, or an extra bend, so you can't actuate that safety by racking it like this, because the way the safety lever is faced now, or however it's faced, you can only actuate it with your thumb. You can't actuate it with your hand like this by accident. Cool. So that was one of the things they fixed that I like. It's just, I think the military passed up on that contract. I think SEALs went to Glock 19 recently, and the Army went to something else. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I was at that range, and
I got you.
there was a one of the guys that he's always there, but anyways, he was there he was next to me with people I was with, and anyway, he said to me, they keep their guns up. I mean, trust me, they're and I keep going left of the target, left of the target, left of the target, left of the target. So I'm after we're done, I'm joking with him, I says, I just have an automatic left pull. I said, when I was a kid playing softball, when I was a kid playing baseball, Little League or whatever, I said, I'm up at bat. All you have to do is stand on the third baseline, or out in the outfield on the line, and you can get me out. That's because it's when I golf, same thing. It's just an automatic pull left, pull left, pull left. And he says, well, it's not an automatic pull left with your gun, where you're shooting. He says, your problem is that he told me that I was putting my finger on the trigger the wrong way. And I go, now I'm shooting. I don't know if he's watching me shoot. I didn't ask him to. I didn't ask him to, change my technique. I didn't ask him any of this shit. He just noticed it. You know what I'm saying? He's just the type of guy he is. So he says, Mike, he says, you had your finger way too much finger in there when you were pulling it. And so when you pulled it, all right, so how do I explain it?
That's what she said.
Right? He said I was supposed to be pulling with the tip of my finger.
With the pad, the center of your pad.
Right here. Right. I was pulling down here.
Yeah, it's bad.
And that's what he said. He goes, and you hunt, right? I go, yeah. He goes, any problems with it? I said, well, I got one. I said, I got a coyote and whatever. He goes, yeah, but have you missed? I go, yeah, I missed twice last year. He says, yeah, there's a reason for that. And so, anyways, long story short, I didn't know that there's a proper way and a wrong way.
Well, not only that, Mike, you can look up the charts. There's a whole chart that looks like a target, and it's sliced up into pies.
Yeah.
And it tells you if this is your point of aim, which is the center, but your rounds end up here, whatever, it tells you not enough grip on the left side, not enough grip on the right side, too much finger, not enough finger, not a high enough grip, not a low enough grip, locking your wrists, not locking your wrist. It'll tell you what it's basically a diagnostic thing.
Right.
And it's a really cool training tool.
I just saw your comment. No, and I just thought it was great, So I was kind of amazed too in the fact that he's just watching. Hey, V-Borg, what's up? Thanks for coming. I was just amazed that he was just watching, and then he saw all this, saw the stuff that, he goes, Mike, that's what I get paid to do. But anyways.
Here you go, Mike.
Change that up, and
I'm going to show you this. So, like...
Can I click on you? Okay, keep talking so it'll stay on you.
There it is. Like, that's one of them, but it gives you an idea. So, finger down on the trigger correctly is far left. This is for a right-handed shooter. It's the same chart for a left-handed shooter is opposite, though. So, like, over here where it says thumbing, that would say finger not on the trigger correctly if you're a left-handed shooter. And so it's all backwards. So, like, anticipating recoil, pushing and anticipating recoil, jerking, tightening grip while pulling trigger. Yeah, so that's actually a really good training tool if you're not hitting bullseye when that's your point of aim.
Cool. Hey, Rich, the Tactical Plumber, what's up? Hey, P. NASCAR. Thanks for coming in. We're just yapping about guns and stuff like that. You guys on the external chat. And you guys want to? There's been more people came in from when Misfit. Did the new Google Plus page you guys were talking about when you guys first came in? You want to say it up and
sorry, resist. Take this one. I'm a little busy in the background here. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
No problem. You want to share it again, Matt? You want to share with the guys that just came in about the new Google Plus page?
All right. Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mike DeLucia's Saturday night chat. And I would like to plug our new Google Plus community. It's the Google Plus buy our guns and ammo buy sell trade page. You can, if you're in my circles, you were probably invited to it already. But You can search it, buy, sell, or no, it's guns and ammo, buy/sell/trade. And it's a private community, and it's a response to Facebook doing away with private gun sales. And there's plenty of categories there for buying and selling guns, or selling and trading and buying guns, selling and trading and buying ammo, gear, gun parts and accessories. We have something close to 100 members now. I think it's it's sitting at 90, and growing. It's growing by the minute. So yeah, if anybody's interested in something like that, it is a private community to keep prying eyes away, and ask to join. And I have myself and 4 other moderators, so we have plenty of people manning the thing at most hours of the day.
And is it my guess, because I belong to one in New Hampshire? It was called New Hampshire Yard Sale Ammo, whatever. And they had to change that one because Facebook sucks. I'm assuming it's set up the same way, whereas it deal with your FFLs unless it's all.
If you can do a private sale, like if somebody in your area, if you can meet up with somebody, obviously private sales are legal.
Right.
But yeah, it does say in the description, there's a whole thing in the description of it, talks about, yes, private sales are legal, but if it's a shipping thing, you must ship to an FFL. You must know the laws in your own state. And a couple like FAQs, like how do I lube my scary black rifle? Answer with liberal tears. Post things where they belong. Don't post things where they don't belong, and different categories and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all that stuff's in there about FFLs and whatnot.
Good. Just so people know. So those of you that just came in, Viewboard, PNASCARs, Hunts. I know Hunts, you've been here for a little while, but Rich. So go on over, check it out.
Well, don't forget about this too. Don't forget about this. I didn't plug this today.
Go ahead.
Don't forget about this.
Let me click on you, man. Hang on.
I don't even. Mike, are you even entered in this? My giveaway for the plate carrier?
I don't know. No, I didn't do a giveaway for you yet.
No, I'm giving away this plate carrier and a set of AR500 plates, front and back plates.
Nice. Huh. Stump, you didn't tell me that. Go ahead, Stump.
Well, I was fixing to say, I seen when Matt done the video on it, and I think for the next 4 or 5 days, I was going to Charleston and back twice a day. So those were 18-hour days in a row.
Right.
So, yeah, Matt, if you don't mind, I'm about to remind dumbasses like me how to get in on that.
Oh, well, there's 2 ways. It's just, you can either comment on the video. You have to go to the channel and find the video for the giveaway. You can just comment, I want in. That gets you in the contest. If you'd like to make a VR, there's a set of rules for the VR, but the VR gets you 3 more entries.
I'll have to go do that part. I remember making a comment, but I got to even find my damn video camera.
For those of you that live in the Northeast like myself, that's also a VR. Same thing. So.
Yeah, I probably should have put that. You can do a VR or a VA.
Right. Or you can do a VR at the VA.
A VR.
Well, that's cool. And I'm with Stump. I don't drive the mileage that Stump drives, but I decided, I don't even know if I told you, Matt, I got a part-time gig at night now as soon as I get out of my full-time job. So I don't get back here till 9:30 at night. So it's been 5 nights a week. So it's been I've been fucking crazily busy. And pissed off all at the same time. Not to change subject about the guns, but pissed off all at the same time because my winter here has been sucking. You know, I mean, it's been freaking 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees for the last 2 weeks. All this ice is melting.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's kind of hard to go ice fishing in a canoe. But you know, but yeah, it's been a rotten winter up here for people that, you know, outdoors, to do outdoor stuff, whether it's skiing, whether it's cross country, you know, whatever, snow, whatever, you know, snowmobiling. It's been a sucky winter for them. But hey, Julia, how are you?
See, we're different, Mike. I would just assume have winter without snow or ice. I'm perfectly okay with winters without snow or ice. I can see snow. I can walk out my front door and see snow up on the mountain. And it takes me 50 minutes to get to it. I can go visit snow in an hour if I want to.
You don't want to feel it.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It's like something about the cold air that you know, you're not swatting bugs. You're not. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's all good, I guess.
Not really swatting bugs here either. We don't have like a big bug problem like we did like back in Ohio with all the humidity and shit, all the green grass and ponds and all that stuff. We don't have the bug problem here. We got lizards everywhere that eat them.
Those same. Oh no, you guys get big lizards though. They're not the little Geico freaking little pussy.
No, we got
lizards.
little lizards all the way up to big lizards. We also got little scorpions all the way up to big scorpions, and little snakes all the way up to big snakes. And
I was down in Tampa back in the late '90s, like '99 or something, for about 10 days, and these little ass fucking lizards running everywhere. I'm like, oh, good bait, you know. The girl I was with at the time was like, you're just a sick bastard. You look at animals and go, either I want to eat it or I want to use it for bait. What is wrong with you? You know? I'm like, well, that's what I think. I don't.
geckos.
Hunts for Food 67 says, Matt, I just posted on that AR 500 video. So I don't know if I missed something, but
so just posted on the AR 500 video. Oh, it must have been my giveaway. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I got some notifications, so.
Yeah, I'll have to go over and see. I had every intention today of catching up on all my videos. And last night we were on Jamie time, and I was saying this, that I can't stand the way Google and YouTube do their shit now. And for whatever reason, I can't find my checkbox. I'm going to look into that. Like I was saying to Bush Brother earlier, that like, not that I don't want to watch other people's videos, but I want to watch people's videos that either I follow obviously if I follow their channel, I watch the videos or their chat or what have you, and same the other way, you know. So like that way there I can keep up with things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, the more videos of people I'm not subscribed to that I watch, whether it's ice fishing, what doesn't matter what it is, they're always stuck in my thing now under my what do you call it, the not subscriptions, but
like your feed.
Yeah, so it's like, are you kidding me? It's not like I sub to them. And they just come out that way. I'm like, what the hell? So like, I won't see Stump's thing. I won't see yours. I won't see Bird Dog. You know, there's another one. I don't get to see Bird Dog. I don't know. So, anyways, long story short, I get pissed.
You need to change it from. You probably have it under activity instead of uploads.
Yeah, what you're ending up with is like recommended videos because you watch somebody else. So, you know, basically, essentially what it amounts to is you were caught cheating. You were caught cheating on all of us, so now YouTube thinks that's the direction you want to go. That YouTube doesn't realize that you're still in love with the rest of us as well.
Because I was like,
it's like getting on a dating website because you heard your friend was on there, so you want to make fun of their profile,
right?
And then Google thinks that you want to date black Christians for some reason, and they keep sending it to your email.
Oh no, I've seen Mike's computer. It's not black Christians.
No.
No.
I have a black laptop. Do black laptops matter?
They need safe spaces too.
Pete Ascot says here in Indiana, you're either swatting bugs or freezing your balls off. So yeah, Indiana's the same way as the East Coast, I guess. Well, Northeast, I should say. But yep, those people down in the Carolakis don't freeze their ass off.
No, the worst we've had lately. 2-3 inches of ice on the road and everywhere else. I think it was a couple of years ago. It shut everything down for about 3 weeks. I mean, that really wasn't bad. So I still rode the damn bike to work 2 of those 3 weeks.
The only people that are driving are the people that are from the transplants that were from up here, right?
No. The only people showing there was myself and 3 other guys I work with. They came to work, and we were running some kind of salt, sand, some chemical bullshit mix, and we were taking it to the county, and hell, they couldn't even load trucks because their loaders are sliding on the ice and shit, so we ended up putting spreaders on the back of our truck, hang off the tailgate, and hell, we were doing their job for them too. Of course, we run cleated tires on our trucks during the winter.
Yep. Like the FedEx guys, the other night they were using the they don't have the full tire chains. They use the short. They hook onto the hub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just seen it's Fox Business, so I don't know how true it is or not or whatever.
I'll explain that later. Go ahead.
But it says the Obama administration has ordered Border Patrol to release the illegal immigrants that they do catch.
Well, he can't do that.
Yeah, he can't do that. That's not within his purview.
Right. He can't. That's not. He can't order them to release him.
Yeah, even an executive order can't even change that.
Yeah, this is from Fox Business. Let me see.
He can order anything he wants. He's not going to get his order up.
Well, here's the problem.
You know?
Here's the problem is there was an interview done with, I think it was, I can't remember, I think it was IRS agent or something like that, but it was basically saying, they said, what do you follow? Do you follow the law, or if the president makes an executive order, do you follow that? Even though the executive order is outside of his realm of power, which, as we know from a lot of the stuff that's been happening, you know, like the gun control stuff. Everybody's like, he's going to do gun control executive orders. Like, he can't, you know. And the guy was like, well, he's the president, so if he says something, that's what I'm going to do. So he might, if this is true, he might be relying on something like that. Him saying, I want you to release all the illegals, and them going, okay, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like the listen to the, right, because he's the highest in command. I understand that, but and I don't. That'll contradict myself if I say I won't fault him for that. But we all know shit rolls downhill. So if he doesn't, what's the consequence? So, and that's the other thing too. So is somebody going to get in trouble? Is this guy going to lose his job if he doesn't do it? You know what I'm saying? That's all. They never put any of this stuff in the friggin' articles when they write them, but I still don't think you should be able to. Obviously, Matt, he can't do that. So, but what's your regular everyday Border Patrol agent going to say? No, you can't do that, Mr. President.
Well, no, the regular everyday Border Patrol agent is going to say, fuck off. You know, we're still going to do this. There are some that won't, and most people don't realize that crossing the border illegally is actually a misdemeanor. And if you get caught doing it multiple times is when it gets real serious. But by him saying that, if this is true, by him saying that, what he is saying is ignore the law and don't arrest these people. And if that's the case, he can actually get in trouble for that. Because he can't change law. Executive orders can't change law.
Right.
They don't write law. They don't get rid of law. They can't change law. And it doesn't make new law.
Yeah, it's...
Now, he can affect how they, like, for instance, the Department of Homeland Security, through the directive of the president, can change how they do their, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, rules of engagement. Like if a cartel member or an illegal is throwing rocks at a border patrol agent, the president can affect how that border patrol agent reacts through executive order. But he can't change that.
i.e. the border patrol agents that were
changing
shot
the
at.
standard operations procedure and stuff.
Yeah, like you can't shoot
And,
at them. He can
force
change
continuum.
that. Right.
Like the ones that were shot at a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago.
Yes. Like Brian Terry that got killed by a
Right.
Operation Fast and Furious rifle. He can affect that, but he can't affect that they still arrest and detain illegals. Because then he's trying to affect law, and he can't.
You know what's funny? I don't know if Stan Elch is out here or anybody else. I don't know if Flawn's still here from Canada or anything. But, you're talking about the borders and the different rules and regs and all that. I can't go to Canada.
Why would you want to?
Because I like hockey. I'd like to go to a Bruins game and watch them play the Canadians or Edmonton Oilers or Toronto Maple Leafs or something.
Yeah, I hear there's a big hockey game on tomorrow.
Yeah, there is. 6:35, I believe, kickoff will be. I mean, puck drop. 6:35. But because they consider driving under a felony, I can't cross the border unless I get an agent at the border that's like just an idiot or just a nice guy. All right, Midwest, thanks for coming in with us, brother. Appreciate it.
Later, brother.
I just, you know what I mean? Because it's a felony up there. And I say to myself, and it pisses me off, but then I look at it and I go, wait a minute, I'm the guy that that has the record that's keeping myself from going in there, so I have no right to be mad at them. It's their law. Why can't we have fucking laws like that? Why can't we have stricter?
Oh, we should. We're the most liberal country in the world. With orders.
Exactly, and I'm like, and I often tell people, I says, God forbid everything happened to this country, right? It goes to pot to piss, and we lose, and whatever, right? I tell them I'm going north, and I'm thinking to myself, I can't go north. I can't get in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh fuck, I got to stand here and fucking fight with what am I gonna do?
Stuart Klein says that they are being arrested and the court is letting them go. Is the story he read, that it's not a direct order from the president. That's perfectly possible. The courts will and have many times let people go for minor crimes and misdemeanors because the jails are already full.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
when I was at the sheriff's office, we housed for ICE, and a lot of times these illegals would get caught doing something, driving under suspension, something like that, blah blah blah. They would go, let's say, to Franklin County, do 10 days in jail on a driving under suspension charge, pay their $500 fine or whatever, but then ICE would detain them, and then they would send them to our jail, and we would hold on to them while they did their immigration court. And we'd send them to court and everything, take them down to Franklin County. ICE would come pick them up, take them to court, bring them back, whatever. And a lot of them would either get deported or released based on, each case. So, this whole thing that people talking about, deport them all, or you had to do it by case thing. They've been doing it case by case thing, He's 18, his parents both live here, they're all illegal, or if he was born here but doesn't have documentation, or he came over when he was 2 years old, they don't send those people back. They're not sending those people back.
No, they're not.
The ones they're sending back are the ones that, keep coming over and over again. And they keep sending them back, and they keep coming back.
Right. And the ones in the illegal immigrants that I have an issue. I mean, hey, my my grandmothers both came from Italy. They did it the right way. So I don't care who comes here. Come here the right way. Okay. But my thing is that once you're here, if you're here, even if you're here on a green card, and you do commit, like Canada does, you do commit a felony or something like that, see you the fuck later. Like California's 3-strike rule, right? California's got the 3-strike rule, right? So do the same thing for the fucking immigrants there like that. Out, goodbye.
The problem is we can't keep them out. That's I totally understand what you're saying, Mike, but if we could keep them out, they wouldn't be here to begin with.
I mean, look at like that city I always keep mentioning to you guys, Lowell. I live right beside it, right? There's more Cambodian gang members that are illegal in that city, and they catch them and they house them in our jails.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, don't do that. Let their own fucking country feed them 3 squares a day, or whatever. Just fine. I'd rather pay the money for the airfare back to the fucking Cambodia or whatever country they came from. I'd rather pay that money for the airfare, okay, than pay 3 squares a day for fucking 15-year bid in the state prison. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I understand and I agree, but if we could keep them out in the first place, then we wouldn't have that problem. And I mean, I've not been to the border in every state, but I know the border here is pretty much wide open. I mean, there's areas of it that you can just walk across it and not even know you crossed it. And the vast majority of the fence is like a cattle fence. It's just like some wire, and it's 3 foot tall, held up by sticks. That's it. It's a ranch fence.
Yeah. But I don't know. They gotta do something, and hopefully, believe it or not, you're gonna laugh your nuts off, but hopefully,
Yes.
that the hill bag, and the old fuck don't get in. And my buddy, Mr. Ribeiro, will get in.
So you want?
I call him Ribeiro.
So you want Sanders in? That what you're saying?
No, I don't know. I don't want Sanders. I don't want Hillary. Although I've said this, and I've said it on video, I've said it on chats and everything else. And I know you guys can make fun of me for this one because he did the assault weapons ban. But I would vote for Bill Clinton fucking 15 times over.
Well, the problem with Rubio is Rubio is backed by.
But I like Rubio though. I really do.
Well, Rubio is an open borders guy, and he's backed. He's backed by a big time open borders, like millionaire.
He is, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that now. I'm not saying you're lying to me. I'm just saying I'll have to look into why he's. Hopefully somebody will question him on that. Shit. I can't do Trump. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. And there's nobody else there. There's nobody else there. You know.
Oh, this is the most
I don't know.
unimpressed.
I'm so unimpressed with the people that are running for president. It's not even close to being funny. You know. I'm sorry, Ohio.
I mean, I don't even know who at this point. Okay, I know I'm not going to vote Democrat. I just know that I'm not voting for either one. But at this point, I don't know who I would vote for in the Republican if I was going to vote in a Republican primary. I'm really pushing more towards, to be honest with you, Matt, John Kasich, because he has turned Ohio around, to be honest with you.
Oh, I would vote for Kasich in a second if I thought he could win.
They got so many negative ads on him, though. Of course, I'm not out in Ohio, but out here, they have so many negative ads about how he spent more out when he was governor, when he was you guys' governor, than any other governor in the 50 states.
Well, that's a flat out lie, because Ted Strickland.
I'm just saying what I hear on TV. I didn't read into it. I didn't.
Ohio actually has a surplus now.
Yeah, it's like an $11 million surplus.
Pro Second Amendment.
Doesn't Ohio have like an $11 million surplus?
Yeah, something like that. We were in the red. Now we're in the black.
And there's a link for you, Mike.
Oh, cool. Let me click on that baby.
Some of the gun laws too that went into effect that Kasich signed after you left, or was it right before you left that he signed them?
Oh, shit.
Which ones?
Oh well, we're with the shit. What was it? We got more reciprocity.
That changed right before I left, and then some of them weren't changing until the following year after I was gone, but they all got passed while I was still living there.
Yeah, and it was just a step in the right direction for Second Amendment supporters.
Oh yeah, Ohio is doing very well compared to many states, and Kasich is behind a lot of it.
Huh.
Yeah, I would have to say he would get my vote, but for a while there, he was actually tied with Cruz here this week on one of the polls. They were both at 13%.
Yeah, but is that because Trump was at 70%?
Well, Trump was like 28%. Yeah.
You know what I mean, though. I mean, it wasn't because Trump had such a huge lead that everybody else was like really close.
Well, it was like Trump had 28, and then you had Kasich and Cruz at 12 or 13. I can't remember, 12 or 13%. Rubio had like 8%, and then the rest of them, like Ben Carson, had like 1%, and somebody else had 2% or something like that. I don't know. A few more of them need to drop out, I think.
Now, I was told that Gary Johnson announced his candidacy again.
Is he Johnson?
Libertarian.
No, I know he's libertarian, but I'm trying to remember if a while back.
Yeah, Texas, didn't he?
A while back on the Conundrum, I had asked. I bookmarked this site one time a while back, and about people, especially the Libertarian Party, who might be up and coming, and I think he was the name that I asked Johnny about. If he had heard any, good or bad, you know what I mean?
I voted for him in the last election.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I voted for Ron Paul until the RNC screwed him over, and then I voted for Gary Johnson in the elections.
See, I don't see how the RNC or the DNC, for that matter, have the stroke to do that. I just think it puts people's thoughts that well, because it's true, whoever has the most money wins, and it shouldn't be like that. My sister, I have a sister that's shit. She's a couple years older than me, but she won't vote because she doesn't believe in the electoral college, and she'll write to people and stuff like that, but she won't. She hates how they do it. She doesn't agree with it.
Well, it renders your vote useless, is what it does.
Yeah.
Not that I'm sitting here and say your vote is useless, but the Electoral College renders your vote useless if you're not part of the 51% or more.
Right. And she hates that. She hates that philosophy, that idea, the whole concept, the whole thing. She hates it. And so she won't vote.
It'd be nice. Wonder what would happen if, I mean, honestly, if we went back to like popular vote.
Well, I can tell you that if we had popular vote, that the election process would get more expensive.
Yep.
But other than that, I think it would be more fair.
But popular as in, see, now you can't have one without the other, though. Popular as in, so it's still going to be the person with the most money, though. You know, because you're going to see that person with ads and the whole nine. Am I correct? You know, so they're going to do their vote on the popularity and how many people know who Johnson is. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm getting my question to you, Matt, is that so it's still going to be he or she with the most money wins, isn't it?
Impossible.
Do you think a vote for Johnson is throwing your vote away, though? I mean,
no,
Matt,
not at all.
You hear that expression a lot.
No. I'm not saying that at all. No, I don't. I have no problem with that. I don't think it's throwing a vote away. I'm just saying that when you mentioned on the popularity, in other words, you go out in the middle of Columbus, Ohio tomorrow and you ask who Mark Johnson is. It is Mark, right?
I don't know who
Gary Johnson.
I know who Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson, sorry. All right, you ask who Gary Johnson is. How many people are going to know?
Right, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying though, there's a lot of people out there that say, you know, in order to defeat Hillary, to make sure that Hillary, you should just vote for Trump. You know, this is just example.
Right, I hear you.
To defeat Hillary, you have to vote for Trump, because if you vote for Gary Johnson, you're just throwing a vote away, and that's one less vote that goes towards Trump or a Republican nominee that allows Hillary to get more votes. Do you believe in that, or do you believe that holds any water? Or?
To a degree, I guess. I think that. Matt, wasn't it on your chat one night we were talking about the reason behind Clinton getting in and all that because of the
Oh yeah, because of
God,
what's his name?
taking votes away from
Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
Ross
yeah.
Perot.
Well, see, here's the thing: is that on average, there's a mindset behind that, and I don't necessarily buy into it, but I can see where they come from. If you're talking Republican and Democrat, right? Democrats will always vote Democrat. It doesn't matter who's in front of them; they will always vote Democrat. Now, there's some retards out there that vote Republican the same way. That no matter who they are, as long as there's an R in front of the name, they'll vote Republican.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that when it comes to independents and libertarians, it is usually the Republicans that will swing that direction. And so what they have done is given less votes to the strongest Republican candidate, whereas the Democrat candidate will almost always get 100% of the Democrat vote. And so there is some reasoning behind that mindset of if you vote libertarian or third party or independent, then you're strengthening the chances of the Democrat person to getting in. Yes, that's true. However, I don't subscribe to voting. I vote to get the person I want. I don't vote to block the person I don't want.
Right. Oh, it's like I begged my sister. I goes, do me a favor. She says, what? I goes, vote. She goes, I won't. I says, you realize it's like the last, that and serving on a friggin', on a jury is the last two things you have that they can't take away. I said, she goes, no, I don't want to. She says, I haven't since I was 18 years old. Why would I start now?
Ross Perot is the only other person I ever voted for other than Gary Johnson and
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Yeah, I voted for Ron Paul years ago in the primary.
Mm-hmm.
The last primary that I voted in was a Republican primary. I think Santorum won it. He won the primary.
Yeah.
And then he just fizzled out. That's a lot of them. And like Pat Buchanan it was Mike Huckabee. Mike Huckabee won the Iowa caucus the last election. He won the Iowa caucus, and everyone was like jumping on his bandwagon, and then he just disappeared and he dropped out of the race. So winning one of the very first primaries or caucuses doesn't guarantee you're going to be the nomination. I just come across a picture that says life hack. Shoot yourself with smaller caliber bullets to build up an immunity to larger bullets.
Nice.
Keep shooting yourself with 22 and you'll build up that immunity to the 45.
That's like those automotive. Have you seen those winter automotive memes? Like,
oh yeah, like
put screws in your tires.
If your gas cap won't tighten, like use a lighter to burn off the residue or something. Yeah.
If your window's frozen, pour hot water on it. Put 3-inch deck screws in your tires for traction.
Yeah.
Make sure and lube your brakes so they don't freeze up. Yeah.
I wonder how many people actually don't realize that those are parody things and
a couple.
Up their cars up.
There's been a couple cases where people have done that.
Mexican word of the day is bishop. It's got a picture of Hillary Clinton. It says, "Can someone please shut this bishop?" Going through this shit, man. I scroll through some of this stuff and get some of the stuff that friends send me, and you're just like, where do people come up with this stuff?
I don't know. Some people just don't think before they speak.
But I mean, there's some stuff is just hilarious too. Like, it's almost like comic genius, But
oh, I thought you just meant the stupid people out there because there's a lot of them.
Oh no, there's stupid people out there. I seen one yesterday that said, maybe you posted it. I don't know. Somebody posted something that said. Some girl said that the NFL is older than our government because we've only had 44 presidents and 50 Super Bowls or something like that.
I did, yeah. I posted that.
Yeah.
The one said, "Oh my God, I just found out Titanic was real. So sad. I thought it was just a movie."
Thought it was just a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that the other day, Matt, when you put that up there. And the little comment I left, that was my first thought. It's really a sad thing. These are the people that are in line to run this fucking country.
Yep. Someday those people will be running this country. Wow.
Right.
Oh, man. I'm getting tired, though.
Yes. Last night I stayed up. I think we stayed on that damn Jamie time chat until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I got up at like 8, got ready, went to the gun show. Yeah, I'm feeling it now.
I wake up every day for the gun show.
For the gun show, yeah. Take us to the gun show.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, we didn't realize you were gone.
I didn't realize you were even.
Who invited your ass anyway? Didn't you used to have a chat?
Yeah, I used to.
Has-beens. Yeah. Jesus Christ, all the has-beens are coming out.
Easy, Mike, because he could probably go on his channel right now.
Yeah, I know.
And start a chat and have 75 viewers.
I don't know. This late at night? Well, that's right, too. He ain't late at night out where he is. But I keep remembering that 3-hour differential.
2 right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys have your daylight savings, whatever the hell it's called out there.
We don't. Everybody else does around us. We don't do daylight savings.
Oh, I thought the only one that didn't do that was Indiana.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's 2 hours in the winter, 3 hours in the summer.
Oh, cool. Real quick, I just want to say hi to Oily Prepper, Big Baby Zip, Mud NC, Tim James. Good to see you. How you been? Thanks for coming. Who did I miss? I thought I'd shout out everybody else before. Stuart's Design 101. Dems may bring out Biden program at least at the last minute after you said he would not run. We could start betting on candidates. Good point.
Nah, Biden's not running. He's got too much personal shit going on in his life.
Buddy Light, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I think I had everybody else, but I just want to make sure that I hit everybody. Well, you never know. I mean, I don't think Biden's going to run either, but.
So my gun show score today, Matt, was a Condor double mag pouch put on my chest for pistol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And my buddy said, "Why don't you buy the one with 3?" I said, "Well, if I buy one with 3, it'd be empty because I only got 2 mags."
Well, that's incentive to buy another magazine.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I know.
Clip a scene. Come on now.
I'm one of those in the now guys. So like, if I ever buy another magazine, then I'll have to run and buy one of those 3, one that holds 3 right then.
I've been sitting on this for a few months. I used to run this mag pouch. It's actually an AR mag pouch, but if you run AK mags bullets up, then AK mags fit in these real nicely. I used to run this in my battle belt, and it's Condor. It's still in good shape. I just don't know what to do with it. It's made for M4 AR-15 though.
Yeah. So, and then I get home and I'm thinking, I should have bought the 3 because I could put 2 mags and a flashlight in it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
My kid brother was thinking about building an AR-15. He's been wanting to do it.
On my left side, I have 2 double-stacked taco pouches. Well, on my chest, I have the kangaroo pouch. It's 3 rifle and 3 pistol mags. Yeah. And then on my left side of my battle belt, I have 2 taco pouches, 2 double-stacked tacos with 2 rifle and 2 pistol. And on my right side, because I wear the Black Hawk drop leg, on my right side, I have the Condor double pouch for pistols, and I keep a flashlight in one and an emergency right-handed mag in the other.
So I was thinking about running my pistol on my chest rig.
You're not gonna like
Black
it.
Hawk. What's that?
You're not gonna like it.
Yeah, no.
You're too big of a boy anyway.
It's gonna be in the way, isn't it?
You're generally your size. You're not gonna like it. Number one, and number two, you've been shooting long enough that you're never gonna get used to it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get used to pulling your pistol from here or here, because you're gonna want to come here every time.
Yeah, I like it. I like it at 3 o'clock on my hip. So you're telling me I need to buy a battle belt now, aren't you?
I didn't say that. Yes.
Right.
www.scorpiustactical.com.
There you go. Look at that. We're hitting all the sponsors. Buy the book too. But,
Yeah, buy the book.
No, you don't
Don't
need to
forget
go
to check out
get
Resist
that.
Attorney,
Not at all.
resistattorney.com, Resist Attorney on Facebook, Resist Attorney on Instagram, Resist Attorney on YouTube, Resist Attorney on
G Plus.
Google Plus,
Tumblr.
Resist Attorney
Tumblr.
on Morse
Tinder.
Code, Resist Attorney on Telegraph. Beep, 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 beep.
You would think with as many places that I've put that name out there, it'd be bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Hashtag Resist Attorney.
How big do you want the name? You can send up smoke signals out, and pigeons show up to tow the messages back to you, man.
I'm trying to get in with these guys. I'm already in with Scorpius. I'm trying to get in with these guys right here.
Black Dog. Who?
Black Dog Concealment.
Concealment.
Black Dog Concealment. They make really good Kydex holsters. I've been running this one for 2 years.
You're kind of. I don't know. I like the leather holsters.
And this is a really great holster. They got lifetime warranty and all that. But I'm trying to get in with them to send them for them to send me some holsters and some mag carriers and all that to test out and all that.
Oh yeah.
You know, anything you test or whatever and don't like or whatever, you can always drop that in the mailbox and send it to Ohio.
Yeah.
Or Massachusetts.
Well, you got to think most of the stuff I test gets destroyed.
Well, if it's still usable, you can send it.
Like I got a guy. I did some AR 680 testing. They're thin AR body armor plates. I did some AR 680 testing for a company, and I didn't want the plates. One of them was shot to hell, and some guy took it and stuck it in his plate carrier.
Oh, how's that going over for him?
Hey, you know what? When you don't have it, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's
right now. Right now, I'm running the soft body armor. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty much his outlook. Was it's got some dents in it, but it's not even close to being pierced through. The other plate is brand new. I never shot it. So, yeah. He's running a set of AR 680 plates in his shit.
That's still, it amazes me with the plates and stuff. That's still, still going to leave a mark, no?
Yeah, I mean, just stand there and let someone hit you in the chest with an aluminum
Yeah,
baseball
fuck
bat
that.
as hard as they can. That's probably what it
Exactly.
feels like.
Exactly.
Well, one of the
You
things
know.
I do with a couple guys I train with is when we do mount stuff and like room clearing, they say, well, what happens when there's like a guy right there, right at the doorway? You take the muzzle of your gun and whack him right in the sternum with it. You know? They're like, does that hurt? I was like, you got body armor on right now? He's like, yeah. I was like, whap! Right with the end of my barrel.
How's that feel?
People are like, oh, dude, that sucks. I was like, yeah, imagine it without body armor on.
Yep. Absolutely. It's a rib breaker. Oh, cool, Tim.
Somebody needs to send Oily a link. She's listening to us and taking a bath.
Right. Not yet. I'm on it. We're gonna. This week's gonna get cold. We're gonna go back to when I'm gonna get some more snow. Thank God, on Monday or Tuesday into Wednesday, whatever the hell it is, and then it's gonna be a high of like 20 and a low of 7 around here. So I'm happy. Maybe I'll do some ice fishing before fucking April. Mud NC says, imagine a 1 ounce 12 gauge slug. Pretty much.
I've shot body armor with a 12 gauge slug before. It didn't dent it.
No?
No.
What did you use for a slug?
A 12 gauge
Just a-
slug.
Well,
Okay.
knock it off.
A night crawler.
Okay, you know what?
I've loaded styrofoam peanuts in that shell.
I like the chocolate ones.
Can you imagine you know the circus
You know what I
peanuts, the
meant?
orange candy?
Was it a
Imagine
Sabo
getting shot by a circus peanut.
I'm sorry, Ohio. What'd you say?
I said, remember the orange circus peanuts, the candy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really,
I hated those.
I hate it too. Can you imagine? We need to shoot those out of a 12 gauge. I bet that would hurt like a motherfucker.
Candy corn.
Candy corn could be sharp on that one end. It could penetrate.
Yeah, it could penetrate.
Candy corn.
It's
Nobody
kinda pointy.
eats that shit. You might as well do something with it. It's all the candy corn that is made today is left over from the first time it was made.
Right.
Same with fruitcakes. I know there's only like actually 10 fruitcakes actually made in this world.
No.
The same people keep getting them.
What's that fucking Easter candy there? The yellow. It's hot as a rock. It's marshmallow, but it's like kind of like a McDonald's French fry. It'll be the same in about the next 15 years.
P. NASCAR said, what do you think about the trauma pad inserts? I run 2 of them. I do run the trauma pad inserts. They help. They help a lot. So
That's like a padding that helps disperse the hit too, right?
Yeah, my body armor, all my stuff's out in my truck right now. Otherwise, I'd get it out and take one piece out and show you. But it's anybody looking for trauma pad inserts, very easy way to do it. Now you can go and buy pre-made ones. And that's fine. They're not that expensive anyway. But you can get really cheap and make multiple ones if you go buy the. If you buy the sleeping pad from Walmart,
Yep, I got one of those.
they're like half-inch thick, 3/4 inch thick. You unroll this, lay your body armor on it, trace it with a Sharpie, cut it out just a fuzz wider than the body armor. That way the armor is smaller than the padding, and you can make a bunch of them out of one of these for the same price as buying a set of the trauma pads. And it's basically the same material, high density foam. And most of these sleeping pads are antimicrobial anyway, so they're not going to get stinky and shit on you.
Yeah, the sleeping pad's like what, $14 at Walmart, I think.
Not even.
Yeah, and the trauma pads are like $30 to buy them.
Yeah.
Or you can go to scorpiustactical.com and they have trauma pads.
I was talking to a guy today, He was trying to sell a plate carrier, and he had like 2 on the 2 smaller ones that go on your side, and then the chest. And the guy goes, "You don't have the one for the back?" He's like, "I never bought the one with the back." He's like, "Why not?" He's like, "I never planned on getting shot in the back." I was like,
Damn.
He spent the money on side plates, but
Yeah.
not on a back plate.
but not on a back plate. And he said he never planned on getting shot in the back because he wasn't going to run away. Is basically what he was trying to allude to.
That's almost. I mean, that's a certain amount of brilliance, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost like asking, "What do you use for your 12 gauge slug?" I mean,
Yeah, but you know what I meant, though. Because you can hit I mean, come on. What 12 inch? To get back to that, Obviously, I knew what a 12 gauge slug was, but I didn't know what you were using a saber round. Were you using the Hornady? What do you call it? That are
No, just the
hurting
lead.
people. Are you
Just the
using
1 ounce lead.
Okay,
lead
that's what I'm
slug.
saying. All right.
Yeah.
Because it does make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, if I had told you I had a rifled barrel, then you could assume that I was using
Right.
those slugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Other than that, we'll play along.
You know.
I'll make you feel better.
You know, I've used the same slugs since I was a kid. I buy the Remington Sluggers.
Yep.
You know, that's all I ever buy, and they work. I've got plenty of meat in my freezer to prove it. You know.
Yep, they do. They work. And hunts for food, you're nasty, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, the candy corn.
Candy corn rocks. No, that's not even right.
They sell it at the dollar store here. They got like the candy that you can like buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
And the only place I've seen this candy is up here where I live now, but I've never seen it before. It's called Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Oh, no,
It's like,
we got them down here, man.
Squirrel nuts.
You got those down there?
Sounds like a Sutton thing.
I guess it's like Bit of Honey. Remember Bit of Honey or something, or Mary Jane's?
Bit of honey's kick.
Yeah, like that, I guess.
Yep.
Well,
But my kids laugh every time we go to the damn dollar store. They're like, "Hey, Dad, can we get some squirrel nuts?"
sometime when you get the chance, everybody know who Lewis Black is, the comedian?
Yeah, he's awesome. What
Okay.
are you doing? I love him.
Anytime, if you get the chance, look up Lewis Black's skit on candy corn. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yes, I have, Hunts. Great place.
So, what's he saying?
No, he's asking me. Hunts is from the great state of Maine, and he's asking me if I've been to a place called Yummy's near the Kittery Trading Post. And yes, I have.
Tim James says Bit of Honey rocks. That's cool.
Mary Jane's do too.
Mary Jane's are good, yeah. Peeps. Everybody's saying Peeps out there. Peeps rock.
Oh, I like Peeps. I mean, it's just marshmallow covered in sugar, dipped in sugar with more sugar than you put sugar on it.
I eat once a week. I go to Circle K and eat the little $1 bag or whatever it is, $1.50 bag of cherry sours.
Okay.
Yep.
I like Swedish fish the best.
We have Circle K up here, and they got these like donuts that like pudding in them or something, man. And they're like, you get two for like $2.22 or something like that.
You mean like
that was like my addiction.
Like a dozen.
You mean like cream-filled
It was
donuts?
Do what?
Yeah, I said you mean like cream-filled donuts?
No, they're not cream. It's like pudding. It's like a custard or something. But they were like my addiction for like the first probably 6 weeks, man. I was buying those suckers every day on my way to work. And then they quit making them. They're like, oh, they're seasonal. I'm like, how the fuck can a donut be seasonal?
Boy, there's so many things I want to say to you, but I can't right now.
Right.
There's pies that are seasonal and all that, so why can't donuts?
I don't know, man. It just seems, I mean, it's pudding. It's not like it's a real fruit filling or something. It's pudding. I guess, I don't know. Banana pudding must be seasonal.
Well, did you eat your meat first?
What?
Nothing.
Holy shit.
Really?
Never mind.
Yeah, that is nasty. They do make those jelly beans though, those nasty fucking jelly beans.
Yeah. Those damn jelly beans. My son gave me what did he give me? Some weird flavor. was like
They got what? Baby puke,
Fresh-
throw up, or some shit like that?
yeah, vomit. But no, he gave me
Uh,
fresh cut grass flavored. I got fresh cut grass flavored jelly bean. I didn't know what it was. He told me it was watermelon. I threw it in my mouth, chomped on it, and was like, "What the fuck?"
Oily Pepper said, "Don't make me laugh while I'm shaving." Ouch.
Yeah,
She-
and then
She
Go
must
ahead,
be
I'm
shaving
sorry.
her baby cannon.
well, and then she said like, "What, Mike?" And I told her, I said, "So many things for me to say." And then she asked, and then that's why she put like, "What, Mikey?" I can't say them. I can't say them on air.
Yeah, she must be shaving her Chewbacca baby cannon.
Right. No, we were at my mother-in-law's, and my kids said to me, "Daddy, want some candy?" And I goes, "Well, is it Swedish Fish?" And they said, "No." I said, "Well, all right." So then I don't know what the hell it was. I put it in my mouth, and let me tell you something. I was this close from yelling at him. It was so bad, And I'm like, I look at my wife, and what the fuck is that? That's candy?
Ever had Mexican candy?
No.
It's horrible. Horrible. I mean, gagging, like that whole, even after I spit it out, I was still drooling.
Mm.
Just horrible, most horrible, nasty stuff I've ever had. And he's like, "Oh, it's good." Like, no.
Yeah.
Why do you talk funny?
Yep. Kittery Trading Post. You guys
Jared
have
said
any-
the booger flavored jelly beans don't taste as good as real boogers. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, Rich, I'm with you, Rich. Rich, the tactical plumber. I am with you, sir. That's why I go to Maine to get things, and New Hampshire to get things.
Yeah, that's another good thing about being here in South Carolina, Mike. You don't have any of them weird, fucked up bullshit rules y'all got to put up with.
Oh yeah, and not only that, right? Is that if I shop in New Hampshire, I don't pay a state tax either. So
What kills me is like you are in the birthplace of like
oh yeah, freedom.
freedom.
Where it all started, right?
Right.
And where it all started and all going to end, because holy shit. I don't know. It's just messed up. And then everybody's up in arms now because our governor just is backing Christie. And,
Yeah,
so
I don't. Christie needs to leave.
so our governor's backing Christie, and of course, being a Republican governor in a Democratic state, anyways, God bless you. But they keep saying, "Oh, you're a governor in a Democratic state," and I keep saying, well, how's it a Democratic state if you have a Republican governor? Because if you were a Democratic state, there wouldn't be a Republican governor.
It's actually pretty easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at Illinois. Illinois is a great, for instance. You take out like Chicago and Cook County, the rest of the entire state. I mean, 7/8 of the state.
Yeah.
At least land-wise, is conservative.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
just
the same with Ohio, man.
I've only been out there twice.
Cuyahoga and-
Go ahead, Ohio. I'm sorry.
I said it's the same with Ohio. You take out Cuyahoga County, Hamilton County, and Franklin County, and the other 85 counties are all Republicans, or conservative, I should say, or whatever. But
Yep.
Rich, you can get a Glock 43 here, can't you?
I don't know why you couldn't. Isn't
I think that's mass compliant.
yes? It's what, 8 rounds?
We can hold 10.
It's 8 or 9 rounds of 9mm.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have like a loaded chamber indicator law or anything.
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that. But I don't see why that would be. I'll have to look that up, Rich.
They are selling +2 Pierce grips now for the Glock 42 and Glock 43 to take them up to 10 or 11 rounds, which is cool.
Yeah, he's saying not legally, so apparently Massachusetts doesn't allow it.
Weird.
Or he's not. Maybe he's not legally allowed to own one.
No, it's
Like
not.
maybe he has a record or something.
No, he's saying right now, not on our AG's list, and yes, we do. So it's not on the list.
Oh, okay. I just seen that.
Yeah. So wow, there must be something about them that.
Because they're Glocks and they're made out of ceramics and you can't. And they don't set off metal detectors. Do you remember that bullshit from Die Hard?
Die Hard, yeah.
I don't know. It's just getting so. But to get back what you were saying, Ohio, you know, you would think that Massachusetts would be New Hampshire. You know what I'm saying? One would think that where it all began, you would be live free or die state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that state's getting ready to vote for Bernie Sanders, though.
It's really I don't think they will, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's leading every poll they have. And New Hampshire is just. They're all about Bernie.
Here's the problem with New Hampshire. What's going on in New Hampshire, in the state of New Hampshire now, okay? This is that. And it's not, hey, Jason McDaniel. Jason McDaniel's asking you, Matt, did you find a good way yet to store your rice?
Oh, yeah, there's some good ideas there. I'm probably going to try a couple different things because I've got like 50 pounds of rice. And so I'm going to try a couple different things. I'm going to get some gallon bags and put them in a 5-gallon bucket after putting some oxygen absorbers in it. Mutt NC, who was out in the chat room earlier, and a couple other people suggested 2-liter bottles. So I'm also going to try that and see how those two work out. Previous to now, I basically had a 5-gallon bucket where I would just freeze the bag it came in and then just put the bag in the bucket. Not, wouldn't rip it open or pour it in or anything like that. Wouldn't vacuum seal it or put oxygen absorbers in. I would just freeze the bag for a couple days and just take the bag and stick it in the bucket and close the lid.
I'm trying to remember what the hell we were talking about this on the chat when I had TR on, and what the hell TR said about how he stores his rice, and I forget now. I know he said he has it in the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Talking about TR, if I'm not mistaken, he does his with the Mylar bags and an iron.
Okay. Yeah, you were on with us that night that he was saying that.
Yeah.
But to get back to what I was saying, the problem with New Hampshire is that, and I'm sure it happens in other states too, but the problem with New Hampshire is that people from Massachusetts, they vacation there, and then all of a sudden now they're getting older, and they're retiring or what have you, and now they're moving there, or they're moving there in their mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, or what have you, because they can't afford to live in Massachusetts, and they're bringing their friggin' liberal ideas to that state, and they're killing that state. Well, that southern part of that state, you go to northern New Hampshire, you're still going to get your live free or die. Come try to take my gun, I'm going to put a bullet in your forehead. People, trust me, that's how they are. But yeah, southern New Hampshire, south of Concord, New Hampshire is really bad with democratic notions, liberal ideas, and all that bullshit. But yeah, it's mind-boggling that you would think that Massachusetts would allow everything and anything to happen, and instead they don't allow shit. just one of those things, I guess.
I'm sorry, Mike. What was that?
It's just one of those things. You would think that Massachusetts would be more lenient on, especially like gun laws and stuff, and they're not.
I was fucking with you.
No, but I don't know. I don't get it. You know, if you open your mouth, you're a friggin', you know, oh, you belong to a militia group? You know, you're out there protesting. Oh, you must be this guy, and you must be that, and you must be a fucking, you know.
Yeah. It's, well, actually, when you think about the amount of states, New York, Illinois, California, New Jersey, to think that Massachusetts would somehow or another magically be better, you know, being a liberal state, I mean, you done fucked up, Mike. You guys done fucked up that state. I don't think there's any coming back from it.
No, it's pretty well shot to shit. Well, we didn't fuck it up. The Kennedys did.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, they ran the state for years. You know. So
And then you got the conservative Romney in there.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell that happened. I'll be honest with you. I would have voted Democratic all the way. He's a fucking idiot. You know, and I've said this 10,000 times. You know, he ran for president. He's saying, "Oh, I did this for Massachusetts. I did that. And I did the health care in Massachusetts, and I got it going." And then President Obama took off with the Obamacare and da 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 da. Hey, jackass, you got it from fucking Ted Kennedy, number one. Then you twisted it, contorted it to what you wanted. Okay, I said, but from the time before Chappaquiddick even happened, for Christ's sake, he wanted people to have health care, for Christ's sakes, you know, and that was his thing, you know, that was his fucking baby until, you know, but they could never vote on something, you know, never get enough.
I have a question for Stump.
All right.
What you vaping on, buddy?
I'm trying to go to it full time. Get off the cigarettes. Just
Oh, the eye taste.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A friend of mine, George. I know Mike knows him.
Yep.
I think you may have crossed paths with him. George from GI Custom does custom knives and box mods and all that. He's making them now from some company, Beyond Wood Products. But he's making them. He's got one in the mail. It's coming here. It's a little unregulated Fuel 18650. So I'm gonna be messing with that. See how that goes.
Cool.
Yeah, I gotta get back to doing that. Fucking cigarettes are killing me.
Yeah.
But every vape I get, you know, so I buy the juice or whatever, and so I buy the one with the highest tobacco rating that you can. And I set it, you know, I put it on the lowest, you know, on my, you know, the three buttons, the three levels you got there. And I put it on the lowest you can get, and it doesn't matter. Every time I fucking choke my brains out doing it, and then after a while, my voice starts getting hoarse, you know.
Well, you've probably got too much nicotine, first of all.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe Matt, because I smoke a fucking pack and a half, almost 2 packs a fucking day, that I would need all the nicotine I could get.
What were you getting? What nicotine amount?
Oh, 28 milligrams, 20, 24, whatever the hell
I
it
was smoking almost 2 packs a day, and I started with 18 milligrams.
Really?
Yeah. I'm down to 3 right now. Also, this is a cool vapor. And sucking that cool vapor into your lungs versus sucking that hot or warm smoke from cigarettes, that's one of the things that's making you gag and cough, is the cool vapor.
Yep.
And you're usually getting more vapor than you are cigarette smoke. So you're taking more in. So those are 3 things you got to keep in mind.
Okay. All right.
And
I'll have to look
I'm
into it.
sure Matt can see as far as the juice you're using, they're not all made the same by any means.
Oh no.
It's different companies, man. It's just like the difference between buying, say, a Colt versus a High Point. It may do the same job, but one's going to do it decent and one's going to do it like shit.
Well, like the ones you guys have, you guys looks like you have square boxes or whatever. The one I had was just long. It was just a long.
Oh, you had
straight.
like little starter deals, yeah.
Yeah, when they first started, and then it's got a big ass fucking tank on it. It had like 5 milliliters of friggin' juice, which was the equivalent, I believe, to like fucking 3 packs, 4 packs of cigarettes. So I didn't have to add juice for every couple of days.
Kind of like that, Mike?
Yeah, so like that's the tank I had. The tank looks the same. It was huge. And that cost me like $100. Now I go down to the store. I'm not going to the mall where they have the vape store itself. I'm going to the local. There's over in Pelham, New Hampshire. Here, there's a little store there, and he's all kinds of vapes. The fucking $300, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, hell to the fucking no.
This kit here was $97 for the whole thing, for the box with a battery and the tank, and then they threw in a 10 mil of juice for free. But then I buy the 70 mils of juice.
Okay. That's good. I'll have to do something like that. Let's see what happens.
I like cake.
You like a lot of it?
Have you seen it?
Whatever I can get. I don't vape, but I like cake.
He likes cake with pudding in it.
Pudding.
Yeah, pudding.
Not banana cream, just pudding.
He puts the pudding in the donut.
Right. Stuart Design 101 says he ran into the too much nicotine thing himself on the vape. He's back to rolling. Pack a day.
I actually got nicotine poisoning when I smoked Marlboro. They had a recall. I didn't know it. It was back in the mid-'90s. And the carton I had was under the recall. That I ended up in the hospital with. I got nicotine poisoning.
Really?
This is my weakness right here.
Hang on a minute.
Pizza.
Oh, pizza?
Pizza? Oh,
Yeah,
hey, you know what, though? We had good pizza when we met up, though. The Hound Dogs
Hound Dogs pizza.
We went to?
Hound Dog pizzas.
That was good.
When I come back to Ohio, I got to go back to Hound Dogs, yeah.
That's like me when I get pizza when I go in town into Boston. I go to Haymarket Pizza. It's just, you're not going to beat it. And it's old school people too, No, you guys doing the regular nicotine, you're not like fucking blueberry, fucking raspberry, fucking whatever the fuck those dumbass flavors are.
This is called Carmelo. It tastes like caramel or like caramel candies.
Really?
Yeah.
But doesn't that drive you shithouse?
No, it tastes like breakfast every day, all day long.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Guy
almost like muffins.
Guy at work had a fucking blueberry one. I'm like, dude, enough, because all I want to do is go out and get a fucking blueberry muffin.
What's vanilla in that one?
I just like the regular tobacco ones. The regular tobacco taste, flavor. You know what I mean?
I had a good watermelon not too long ago.
But people say it's the more the chemical we're addicted to other than the nicotine.
Well, in your case, it's the putting something in your mouth addiction.
Either way.
That you're having a problem breaking. But for many people, it's the nicotine addiction.
And if you watched Jamie Time last night, Matt, you would have heard that I don't even gag, so I'm all set. But
Yeah, he was real proud of that too, mate.
Yeah, the actual
quote,
comment from this fucker's mouth was, "You suck one dick."
you're a cocksucker for life. What the fuck's wrong with that?
Hey, I mean,
Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
gay. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. I mean,
Fucking right. You need money. You need money.
Damn, I did not need to hear that.
Why do you think I only have? Why do you think I have no teeth? They like it that way. I'm just kidding. Stump's ready to throw up in his mouth. Son, you didn't just say that shit. Yes, Rich Tactical Plumber. Santapios is the nuts. You guys remember in Boston? You come out of the airport. Oh, you don't have to come out of the airport. It's part of the airport, I believe, anyways. But you can go to Santapios in East Boston. It's beautiful.
I've never been up that far northeast before.
You should try. You'd like New Hampshire and Maine. Maine, they're all constitutional now.
Yeah, they talk funny up there.
Not in southern Maine. When you go past like Augusta, they say, "Oh, what y'all doing today?" You know, they talk kind of funny, but
I have traveled all over the United States. I mean, literally, except for north and northeast of Pennsylvania.
oh, you missed the best part of the country.
Yeah, I have been in almost every state, other than those.
Oh, you missed the best part of the country. Beautiful part of the country is right here. I want to go to
Canada a little bit. Been to Mexico. Been to a couple other U.S. territories, outside of the country, and lived in a couple different states now.
Yeah, I'd really like to go out and look at, like Montana and Idaho. But I'd really love to go to Alaska. Absolutely love to live in Alaska. It'd be so much fun, I think.
No, Hunts, I have not been to Maine. That's when I said I hadn't been north or northeast of Pennsylvania, unless Maine moved.
No, it didn't. That's our Maine is our is the north is the
Maine's still the little dick that sticks up there, right?
yeah. That's our Alaska up there. Because it gets fucking chilly.
I'm just giving him shit. No, Hunts, I've not been to Maine.
Good night, Oily. I hope everything went well. Hopefully you didn't cut yourself too much in the tub while you were shaving.
It's all smooth now.
No stitches, I hope. Yeah, it gets frickin' like, 50 below, 40 below, 30 below type cold up there sometimes. So.
The winter before I moved here, we had, Ohio can probably remember this one, where we had a week or 4 days where with the wind chill, it was negative 47 degrees.
Oh, man. Yeah. You walk out and get in your car, turn the key in the car, would just go, no, not today.
Not today. Go back in the house. Stay warm.
I'm going to go back inside.
Negative 47 degrees. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, hell, this is inhuman.
Yeah, the coldest weather I've ever been in for a period of time was minus 25 with the wind chill. I was in it for let me see. I was out in that weather for probably 5.5 hours in that weather. watching a football game. That was fucking chilly. That was fucking chilly.
I don't know what the actual exposure temperature was. When we left out on the bikes, it was 7 degrees, and we were running anywhere from, and we were averaging about 80 to 85, and it was normally a 1 hour ride because of the cold. It ended up being about 2.5. A little business trip with the club. That shit sucked.
Yeah, that's cold.
Where does Rich the tactical plumber live?
Massachusetts.
Well, he says constitutional carry now.
In Maine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he said, when I said come to Maine and New Hampshire, because you love the gun laws. You can do anything you want in those 2 states.
Yeah,
Actually,
I got constitutional carry in the middle of the desert here, and it was almost 80 today.
Actually, the 3 states. You can go from Vermont to Maine now with a gun in your hip and not get in trouble, I believe. Because all 3 are constitutional, I believe.
No. I'd like to get up there one of these days just to, I figure like New Hampshire and Vermont, you can probably walk those states in a few minutes, right?
No, not at all.
But we have counties in Arizona bigger than Vermont.
Maybe bigger than Rhode Island and Connecticut. I don't know about Vermont. They're pretty large. Although I'm sorry, New Hampshire maybe, because New Hampshire is, once you get north of like Tilton, New Hampshire, the state of New Hampshire starts getting narrow, but no, it's Rhode Island. You're done in 45 minutes. You can go from the Massachusetts border of Rhode Island to the Connecticut border of Rhode Island. It takes you about 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's like some ranch properties here.
Exactly. It's unreal. No, it is. It's unreal. It's just like, then somebody says, oh, you get lost in Rhode Island. Lost in Rhode Island? Holy shit. You take a right, you're in the ocean. You take a left, you're in Connecticut. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Let's say Rhode Island, even if you're in the middle, you can see the fucking state line in both directions.
Yep. It's only got 3 major fucking highways in it.
Yeah.
Not even. 95 runs through it. 295.
They have three main highways. One's called Main Street.
Yeah. Main Street, Church Street. Fucking. No, but 95 does run through it for exactly 41 miles. Only. And not that Massachusetts is some, huge...
I drive that to get to my training location, to get to my shooting location for about 41 miles.
I drive that to go hunting and not even leave Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't leave the county.
We only have, let me see, how many counties we got? 6? 7? Something like that.
I don't know, but as far as traveling to hunt, I opened the front door and set this chair I'm sitting in now, set it on the front porch, lay my rifle across the railing, put my coffee up there, and I just wait. So, that killed me having to travel so damn far to go hunting or do anything.
The Maine's pretty big. It takes you like 6 hours to go from. It'll probably take you 6-7 hours to go from southern Maine to northern Maine.
A little bit bigger in Ohio then.
Because you got to remember, if what's his name is still here. Hey, Hunts for Food, you still here? Type something so people can have a visual of what Maine looks like. Because that's its icon picture.
If you don't know what Maine looks like,
well, you never know. People might be old and they didn't have geography, or they haven't had geography lesson in however long. But at any rate, Okay,
Mike,
so
you're old. You know what it looks like.
no, but I'm just saying. So, and Hans will tell you this. Okay, there's only two main fucking highways in the state of fucking Maine. All right, 95 and Route 1. Route 1's the coastal. Okay, it goes all the way up to Canada, runs along, in between Canada and all that on the coast, and then into Canada. And then of course 95. But the whole like northwest, central northwest part of fucking Maine, there's nothing there. It's fucking.
Hey, Mike, do you know the shape of Colorado?
Yes.
What?
It's like a rectangle, right?
Mm-hmm. You know the shape of Michigan?
Uh,
Hold on, let me stop you.
I'm thinking. It's been a while. I don't look at the U.S. maps all the time. Why? What's the matter? What am I asking?
Just think about it for a second.
Yeah.
What does Michigan look like?
Yeah.
Just slow down for a second and think about it.
I'm missing something, but it's all right. I'm tired. Hey, White and Hawkins, how are you?
Just imagine that Paul Bunyan fell and he had to put his hand down to catch himself in the lake.
Fuck you. You're making fun of me again.
Stump got it immediately when I was like, hold on a second.
Hey, One Hawk Hills. Hey, One Hawk Hills, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
People out in the chat room were laughing.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Yes, Gear Grinding. That is the. Isn't it the game warden show? Yes, that's where the game warden show is happening is in Maine. Well, one of them. There's another one out in the West Spout.
So, Mike, what kind of mouse walks on 2 feet?
Most does.
Huh? What kind of mouse walks on 2 feet?
I don't know. You tell me.
Think about it.
I don't know. I told you I'm too tired to think.
Mickey Mouse.
Minnie Mouse.
Yeah. What kind of duck walks on 2 feet?
I don't know. Daffy Duck.
All ducks walk on 2 feet.
Right.
It's like, which state has 28, or which month has 28 days in it?
All of them.
Yeah. Good job.
Yes, Gear. Grade 19. You're right. Northwoods Law. But yeah, it can take you forever. Sort of like kind of being out in fucking Texas. Holy fuck! My kid brother drove across Texas one time. He's like, dude, you want to talk about absolute fucking boredom? He's driving across fucking Texas.
Yeah, I drove across Texas one time, across the northern part of it. And driving from like Louisiana to the east coast to Florida, it's like you get in there and like, welcome to Florida, and you're like, fucking hey, we're in Florida, we're almost there. And then you got to drive like 12 more hours across Florida.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. Well, the other thing that cracked me up was when Ohio, I told you this, when my cousin got married out down there in Chillicothe.
Yeah.
And so, we go out to the wedding and everything, and, we took 90 out. I guess there was 2 ways to go, but we took 90 out, and then came down into Ohio from the north. And I forget.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, well, I forget the route number, but instead of going right through the heart of fucking Ohio, I guess there's some route number you go around. If you're looking at the state, if you're looking at the map of Ohio, it's on the left side of the. Anyways, they didn't want us going right through this Columbus, I assume. Anyway, as soon as we got into the state, when it says Welland, Ohio, Jesus Christ, everywhere you look, all there was the fucking adult bookstores. I'm like, see, here's the difference. In Massachusetts, it's the fucking liquor store. And in Ohio, it's the fucking dildo store.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, not much to do in Ohio, buddy.
Right?
Yeah. It's pretty well you like count corn. That's.
But it was cool.
It
It was cool driving through. The people were nice to us and everything. You know, they didn't treat us like other people have, other states
It's
have.
like when me and my wife were on vacation out west, and they're like, "Where you guys from?" Like Ohio. Oh, you guys farmers? No, I'm not a fucking farmer. Just because I'm Ohio doesn't mean I'm a fucking farmer.
No, but it's a pretty good guess.
Yeah, or they'll be like, "Where you guys from? Ohio? Oh, wow, Ohio. Hey, do you know Bill and Joy Smith? They live in Ohio."
Yeah.
You know, like Ohio's some small little thing, you know?
Yeah, they're
That's the perception of people out west, you know?
That's like 15 hours or some shit like that for me to go to Chillicothe. 15 hours, something like that.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Mike, when I used to go down to Chillicothe, down to the Easy Rider Rodeo, the bike rally down there.
Memorial Day weekend.
I lived there. I lived up in Findlay, which is almost to the Ohio-Michigan border. It's only like 45 minutes away. And it seemed like it took 15 hours
Right.
to ride from there to Chillicothe, because I would go through Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Because State Route 23 connects Findlay to Columbus to Chile.
So you didn't do that loop around route?
I did occasionally.
Yeah.
On the way there, I didn't. But on the way back, I was still drunk. So I would stay out of Columbus.
Oh, go around the outer belt. Is that what you're talking about, the outer belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, 270.
Like the 270 loop, yeah, the 270.
Yeah, that's what it is. Now, the other way, for whatever reason, I had relatives that went to the same wedding, and they were sent through Pennsylvania, the heart of Pennsylvania, from Massachusetts right to New York, right through Pennsylvania that way into Ohio. I'm like, oh, that seems like a fucking long way.
They went down to Pennsylvania. They went down to like Pennsylvania through Pittsburgh and hit 70 and came across 70.
Anything through Pennsylvania is the long route.
I loved going Route 90 though. It was.
Pennsylvania is the most boring state ever. That's got to be east to west, not north to south. East to west, Pennsylvania sucks.
And it's like, hello, let's go. But 90 wasn't too bad. I didn't mind it. I mean, we hit some shit up through New York, but in upper state New York. But other than that, and they're different people up there anyway. But Stewart Designs 101 wrote you a little. Matt wrote you a little.
This is not true, Matt. I just went to the southeast. Ohio, Columbus, and south through surrounding areas is the dumping ground for glaciers. Many cool spots after. Oh, no. Yeah, there's a whole lot of cool stuff there. But you get north of Ohio or you get north of Columbus, like north of Delaware, Ohio, and it's just flat. It is just dead flat.
Flat with a lot of hay. With a lot of hay bales.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm back.
Misfit's back.
Misfit.
We're talking about how flat Ohio is until you get south of Delaware.
Yeah, you go south of 70, then all of a sudden there's darn near mountains.
Like Hockman Hills is cool and some of that stuff.
But what I didn't realize is that it's like an hour and 45 minutes from Chillicothe to Louisville, Kentucky.
Probably about sounds right, yeah. Yeah. I used to love riding my bike through Kentucky. I'd go down to the Smokies and take like a week-long trip, ride down there, I'd get out of Cincinnati into Kentucky and just twist the throttle and go. And man, just loved riding through Kentucky. And then I hated riding through Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, the backwards ass motherfuckers down there, anyways, aren't they? Down in Tennessee, that whole fucking South Carolina people. And...
Hocking Hills Prepper out in the chat says he lives 10 miles from Rockbridge down there in Old Man's Cave and has never been. It's worth it. Rockbridge is pretty cool.
Dude, what do I hit?
Yeah, Gimp, you make a point. Matt, Gimp Geek says he bets Ohio would contend with Pennsylvania with the east-west ride bullshit because, I mean, how many rows of corn can you see in the state of Ohio? I mean, Iowa.
Iowa. Hey, Misfit.
What's up?
What's the shape of Michigan?
Like a retarded mitten.
Okay, just checking. You'd have to go back and watch the chat.
Ohio's kind of cool though, because you can experience pretty much any style of topography you want to within 3 hours.
And any type of poverty.
Pretty much.
Well, goodbye, Ohio.
I'm following Ohio's lead.
All right,
and,
brother.
I'm on at 135. He's asking who I was flipping off. It was Mike with his little fucked up bullshit South Carolina crap
What?
he's always doing.
I was just making fun of the South. What I do? Why? Because it's backwards ass motherfuckers that are all related to each other?
No, that's Alabama and Kentucky.
That's right. In
I've
Tennessee.
heard that a few times.
In
Yeah,
Georgia.
Tennessee's in there too. Georgia's not that bad, but it's full of degenerates out there. Seriously, y'all be good. Take care. All that shit.
All right, Stump.
Good night, Stump. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not on much longer either.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes.
Having dealt with both sides, I'd rather deal with hillbillies than wasps any day. Your typical, northeastern white Anglo-Saxon Protestant angry woman.
Northeast of what? Ohio?
Just the New England northeast part of the country.
What's the matter with the New England part of the country?
Do we really need to go there?
Yeah, you need to go there. See, you're on a different microphone. Now you got your real mic because you didn't have your real mic the last time.
Well, I mean, do we want to start with your state, or do you want to start with any of the surrounding states around you?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the surrounding states around me. Maine's a beautiful state. New Hampshire's a beautiful state. Vermont's a beautiful state. Connecticut's all right. Rhode Island's too small. Other than that, the only state that really sucks next to me is fucking New York.
Jersey?
Jersey don't touch me. Jersey's like a 6-hour ride for me. 5.5-hour ride does not touch the state of Michigan.
See, a 6-hour ride for the rest of the country is one state. See, that doesn't count. If you're doing an 8 hours or something, that's your general vicinity.
No. 6-hour ride down to Jersey. That's because we have traffic out here. You guys don't have traffic in the fucking Midwest because you don't have people. You know what I mean? We have fucking traffic. We have hours and hours and hours of traffic. You people have fucking nothing. You're still riding fucking horse and buggies for Christ's sakes.
I live in a 1 million+ person metropolitan area, and it doesn't take me ever more than a half hour to get from one side of the city to the other. Y'all just drive like assholes.
No, if you're in our way, you're in trouble. That's all. Just, we're always driving it like we're in a rush. Now, if you go to New Hampshire and Maine, and you have time to kill, that's where you want to drive because they think every day's fucking Sunday. The speed limit's 55, 60, 65, whatever. They're doing like fucking 30. But anyway. All right, we're going to get out of here. And all the New England states, especially Mass, have been toothpicked by liberal asses everywhere you look. Not necessarily referring to you, Mikey. Thank you, Gimp. That's real nice of you to make sure that I knew that. New England's not that bad. I happen to love this area of the country.
Misfit, we only need 4 more people to break 100.
4 more people. Go sign up right now, immediately.
I gotta go. When I leave here, I have to go sign up because I haven't, done that yet. So listen, go up and sign up for the new. You guys want to plug it one more time before we leave?
Guns and Ammo Buy Sell Trade Google Plus community. Go check it out. It's a private community. Ask to join, and we'll get you approved real quick.
There you go. All right, Matt, Misfit, thanks. Stump, everybody that was on the panel, thanks for coming in tonight. Dish, all of yous. Appreciate you guys out in the chat room. Thanks a million. But we're going to say goodnight, and I'll see you all next week on Friday night because Jamie Time will take over again on Saturday night, all right? But peace. We'll see you all later.